before we get into anything? 'Cause,
Yeah, I'd say we just keep chit-chatting like we were.
Yeah. That was funny as a drug. And I could hear like people were he was getting new followers and stuff, and people were dropping bits.
I know. Like,
And he's asleep.
will it work for me? I got the couch here too. I can just be like,
I just put
Why
my
can't I
dog
find
cam on and then sit on the bed, lay on the bed.
yes. I like the dog cam idea. I was actually thinking about putting a camera up underneath my table, but I thought Twitch might not like that.
Yeah, be like, doing unsolicited feet pics.
Yeah, because if you ever forget to put boxers on underneath shorts, you're fucked.
Just sit
By
there
the
with...
way,
Like a Scottish kilt.
You'd get good as a Scotsman.
by the way, Mini Red is here, and he said, if I said, hey, what if the guys wanted to talk to you on the podcast? Would you be willing? He's like, yeah. So, FYI.
Knee red, get your
Yeah.
ass down here.
I know. See you guys later. Here's the notes, bud.
We don't want 33, we want 44.
You want the upgraded version, the 2.0. He should be Cypher 2.0.
Totally watching this right now, like, oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know if he has your notifications on yet or not.
Oh, yeah, he probably isn't. So it hasn't
I'm trying to pull you up.
It hasn't come up that, where it's like, is live, but people still get notification before that.
Your thumbnail is bright purple.
There's a lot of purple going on. Cowboy inspired me with the purple.
All about the purple.
I'm in moderator mode, but I have it on full. I can't do full screen. I have it in theater.
Just take it off moderator. I can do it in moderating. It's all good.
You sure?
It's not like I'm playing games or anything. So
Yeah, that's true.
the notification should have just went live on Discord.
It's so much easier to whisper. It's so much easier to find people on this. The
I was
new
watching
moderator
Soph.
mode.
I was watching.
Yeah, it's
Soph,
smart that what they've integrated in actually.
You were watching Sophie and what, girl?
in moderator mode. It's so much easier.
It is. It's
You do, you
easy.
find it. It's so much.
Queen.
Hey.
Queenie.
Queen's in.
I want to give her a wave.
I'm also pulling
Style.
up my Discord chat so that if anybody wants to
Suppose
tag
they
in
are sculptures,
chat in
yeah.
Discord as well.
Who are we?
Just tweetering. Kool-Aid. Oh, can you follow Hey Lucio?
Hey, thanks for the
Hey,
follow.
thank you. They can't see my face.
Dropping the follow on everyone. Yeah.
Hey, I may never see you again.
What?
I'm quitting Twitch. Just want to say bye. Oh no,
Oh,
don't
that's
quit
not
Twitch.
Whoa.
Let's talk about it. Let's
fucking
talk
have
about
a
it.
chat about that.
Hey, Lucio. Welcome. Good morning. Well, good morning for me. It's pretty late for you guys.
It's morning for us now, I guess. Just after midnight.
I was gonna say your mid
Technically.
GC logo
So now the
threw
Reb
me
was
off as a butterfly.
That's buffering.
Reb's a good guy,
Hey,
man.
Sage.
Everyone's here.
Kool-Aid's got
You know, everyone's stopped by.
Say
Sage
mate.
fall.
a bit of moat there.
Threw me off as a buffering. That's what it does every time. Every time I have Discord up on my computer and I'm in GC and it's sitting there spinning, I'm waiting. Or on my phone. I feel like I'm waiting for something to load the entire time because the GC. I'm like, what's loading? What am I
Right in the
waiting
middle.
for?
That's what Grill's done it for.
Sage loves falling asleep in my stream, so I'm used to it, Sage. It's alright. You know, it's okay.
Oh, brutal.
How is Sage doing? I've not spoken to him for a while, actually.
He's been Adobe learning. He's been doing courses. Hey, Smoke.
Oh, he's been learning Adobe. Nice.
Deceptive, you made it.
Smoke's in the house.
In the house.
Smoky boy.
Love Queenie. What are we going to start with?
Love you, Queen. I don't know where did you want to go?
Hey, how's that? No, nothing. Safa.
What'd I do?
What do we want to
Sort it
start?
out now.
Oh, you guys were talking. I thought you were just still talking. I'm sorry. Cypher.
Everyone's looking at
I know, like, we're waiting.
Oh, yeah, see,
I say we just chit chat here and let people continue filtering in. I mean, Twitch, typically you don't hit your peak viewers until around 2 hours. You typically get your your live notifications, something from Twitter. Say you just posted a going live. Now, right now, statistically between 9 and 14 minutes of a Twitter notification, people are coming into your stream. Twitter is the fastest way for you to get a response, the fastest social media for you to get a response. This was a Reuters poll that I had read, actually. So the Twitter connection that we have as streamers, probably one of our fastest feedback within social media. So if you post on Facebook, you're not necessarily going to get the return on the viewers as you would, for Twitter. Yes, Queen, you can ask a question. Absolutely. Look at that. Deceptive Smoke
Jesus.
subscribed with the tier 1, 2 months in a row.
Look at that. He's got on the show.
Ads, hey, what's up, man?
I give the dab for that.
I think this is a good point too, Grill. We were talking as owners here, like what we would do having a channel like this where we're all on here. Okay, who's going to get the subs? Who's going to get the bits? Stuff
Appreciate
like
that, Smoke.
that. Yeah. What do you guys say about, like, if somebody, hypothetically, if somebody wanted to donate toward Gamers Corner, because this is a collective thing, we put it into something to where we work on something for the community as well, like merchandise or design logo or something like that. How do you guys feel about something like that during a stream like this? If we're doing a community event or somebody wants to donate specifically towards something like Gamers Corner, hey, we believe in what you guys are doing. How do you guys feel about that?
Yeah,
Doing a stream like this?
I think if that becomes a thing, you look into, creating an account where it goes, just create a Gamers Corner rather than an individual. Do you know what I mean? You create one thing, and we can start doing. You can move the podcast from people's specific channel to that one, and still keep your channel going at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Definitely
if we
happy
could
with any
swap
funds
anything
straight back
good.
into
What's that,
straight
Jay?
back into the community. I'm happy that all the any funds that get raised go straight back into the community.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Giveaways, any kind of different things towards the community.
Okay, so I know some people go through it. What keeps you guys going on Twitch when you have lots of viewers and then suddenly drop to barely nothing? What motivates you to keep streaming? I think for me, because it does happen. And I think for me, it's difficult as well, Queen, because I don't stream as often. So I get that big rush of when I do go live, I get a lot of people kind of in and they stop in and say hi. I get, like my more regulars who will continue subs and stuff like that, but they have lives, they're popping in, they're showing their love, and it's kind of an unplanned thing. So they tend to dip out, within that first hour. But yeah, you keep streaming because then your community, all your notifications that you've put out, maybe on, maybe you've done an Instagram or you've done a Facebook post or something like that. You got to give time for those people to come in. And you're going to have your ups and downs. I mean, we all do, right, guys? You guys have your ups and downs and viewers.
Yeah, definitely.
What keeps you motivated? I think for me, I totally missed this part. I think for me, what keeps me motivated in continuing to stream, because I want to be like, wow, I had 2 people here, I'm just going to cut it off. Keeps me motivated because I'm doing it to just share. I'm just doing it to hang out. And if one of my friends come in my stream, then it's working.
Yeah.
My opinion on it, I think you got to think of Twitch as a long-term thing. Like, your viewers,
Are you kidding me?
on a daily, they drop all the time.
Motherfucking
hype train.
Choo choo.
You are
That's great.
subbed on
Guys,
there.
you are fucking mental.
You are subbed on there, Rev. I don't know why you don't use my emotes. You guys are legends.
You guys are awesome. Thank
Amazing,
you so much.
man. Amazing.
You're great.
I'm missing a tooth. Don't look.
There
Yeah,
you
so
go.
basically,
Thank you so much for the sub. Sorry, I thought it was Red doing that.
So go on, Doc. What keeps you motivated if your viewers drop below?
yeah, I think if you're gonna stream, then to be successful, it's going to be a long-term thing. It's not going to happen in the first week, the first 6 months, the first 2 years, sort of thing. So
Yeah.
you've just got to keep treating your streams like the viewers are there. Like Grill said before as well, you got to try and ignore your numbers. Don't even look at how many you've got.
They're fucking slapping levels on Hype Train.
They just.
Can we, is the shout outs going out here? I
I'm
only
shouting
ask
out,
people
yeah.
that know
Yeah,
some people
Grill's doing it.
over, some people out there lose their motivation when the viewers drop. Yeah, I'm probably one of the biggest people that loses motivation. I stop streaming, I feel down. It gets to you. Me and Grill were talking about this before. Like, it takes a mental strain. Streaming is mentally straining. You've got to want to carry on. Just thinking, I don't know, you've got to really want to carry on doing it, otherwise you will stop. You will completely stop.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it happen before.
Yeah, I think also, Queen, like the motivation. It comes to, do you want to just stream as a hobby, or do you know, is this something you want to?
What?
Fucking Skull just dropped 10 gifted.
Unbelievable.
You fucking legend. I don't even see anyone's face on the screen. It's just
No,
big sexy.
if you guys have,
Everyone.
if you guys have asked a question, hold on to those questions. We will get back to them. Thank you guys so
Thank you
much.
guys so
That
much.
Hype
So
Train,
you fucking
Skull. Thank you, man.
I'll try and write the questions down
Same.
if I see them.
Absolutely amazing.
this
people,
shirt's
man.
gonna
Get
fill.
these
This shirt's
shout-outs
gonna be
going.
filling up after this stream.
That's
That's
all.
for sure.
I'm gonna say, yeah.
That's all he's doing is writing down names the entire.
That's pretty much what I'm
podcast.
doing. I'm gonna do all the spinning wheel. I'm gonna do a separate stream of just spinning wheels as well. I think. Just for the-
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're not gonna be able to put all them in one time.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, this is so cool.
Thank you
This
guys
is
so
amazing.
much.
Holy shit!
Sagefall with more bits.
Sage with
Sage.
the goodies.
Thank
There's a
you,
question
man.
there from Kool-Aid too. We'll get to after Queens.
Yeah, we will get to your guys' questions. Thank you guys so much. We want to make sure that we give these shout outs and give credit. You guys, that's amazing. The fact that you guys support the community so well. We appreciate it.
Fucking. This is what it was all started over, though, wasn't it? You know, we wanted somewhere where everyone felt safe.
What just happened then?
Yeah.
Something else
I
happened.
think
Somewhere
that's
that
what
that they connect. Yeah, we're up to level 5, 17% on the Hype Train. Oh
Fucking
my
hell.
goodness. It is insane.
Speechless here. Sage with 100 biddies as well.
Out of control.
Crazy, man.
Do you have your stream boss up?
My stream boss is in my other scene, but I wonder if it's active. Yeah, I'm just going to do some shout outs real quick.
Do it, man.
You can keep
Thank you guys
talking.
all so much. We don't want to miss you guys. We don't want to miss what you have done and the contributions you've made. Thank you so much.
And it's this sort of stuff that makes you want to keep on doing it. Like, you know, this was just a pilot. Like, this was a trying it out sort of thing. You know, fucking Jesus Christ. They're going off
Deceptive
and-
smoke.
They're going mental. Like, it's great
Holy shit.
to see.
We're not
Oh my
getting
gosh, you
anything
guys.
done productively.
I know
That's
this
okay,
whole
though.
podcast is going to be, oh my fucking God. Oh my
That's okay.
God.
Thank you
okay.
so much, Smoke.
Deceptive,
Jesus.
you're a legend, man.
Welcome, Miss Heartstrings.
And this is what makes you want to keep on doing it, you see. You've
Stuff
got
like
Yeah.
this.
this, well, not even just the bits and the subs and that, just people coming around. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You've seen it fill up straight away. People were just coming around to chat and just to see what's going on. It's nice.
I wrote down all
Wow.
the spins and everything.
That's awesome.
I'm already at the end of page 1.
That's awesome.
Okay,
It's so awesome.
Shit.
I like how you have Talking Corner live podcast. Come watch us talk a lot of crap.
And I don't even think we're going to
My
talk
title
shit.
descriptions are always great.
And that's huge too. That Kool-Aid, my man.
Kool-Aid coming in at that.
Holy smokes!
Wow.
1,500 bits.
500.
Wow.
Jesus.
Am I going to have to get the whoopee cushion outfit onto this fucking podcast here? What, man?
Oh my god. Thank you so much.
Wow, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much.
What did you want to say, Kool-Aid?
I'll wiggle for you, though.
He's been
Yeah.
Lade's been streaming for a long time. He would have
He's
some
got, can I say
interesting-
something about streaming that most of you don't
Yeah,
know about
Liam,
me?
he'd have some interesting points for sure.
Yeah. I love I love how we have kind of rallied around each other, us four, and started different things like this podcast, something completely different, you know, like
I'm fucking done already. Holy shit.
another 1,500 bits. Are you kidding me? Kool-Aid. Oh my gosh, you guys. If Doctor gets PhD, will he be Doctor? There it is, the whoopee cushion.
Doctor. Oh, Woofy's here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Oh shit.
I love it. I will be the doctor.
You guys are absolutely insane.
Completed the
Fucking
hype
hell,
train.
man. On 134%.
Oh, that's insane. You guys
You guys
are
are crazy.
phenomenal.
You guys are mint.
Phenomenal. Shout out to everyone.
Thanks so much.
Thank you all so
Kool-Aid,
much.
Smoke, Skull, Sage.
Choo choo.
Yeah.
Good job,
Who
conductors.
else did I miss? Tana,
Amazing
you
work.
legend.
That is community right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so much.
that's awesome. All the
That means so
emotes you
much.
guys just unlocked. That's so great. That does mean a lot. What I was saying too, like, this is content. This is something that's different. This is something that people like. I'm interested in just checking it out. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of what we're trying to do as Gamers Corner, as a community, is just trying something. We're trying to be different than just streamers. You know, streaming is where we connect with. Streaming is our center, if you will, but we have all these different tentacles going out with different connections. You know, like Grill has his YouTube, Cowboy has his cooking. You know, we as a community have the podcast. You know, Doc's opening up a YouTube channel and he's branching out into the tech department in that area. And I think that adding these different venues builds that community.
Yeah.
What's up with your gin, Cowboy? That's I need one of them. Come on. Kool-Aid's
Double
got his
gin
questions.
shot.
Kool-Aid's questions here. So he's got. Okay, so I've been streaming for 5 years. It's been really hard for me to keep doing what I love because I also deal with depression a lot, and I try my best to keep up for what I do. And there are some people that I love that show up to support me, and it means a lot because I lose people, and most of the time I want to see other people get there.
Amen, brother. Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Queen has subbed as well, which didn't come up. Appreciate it, Queen. Sorry it didn't come up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Queen.
I've been doing it the longest out of us four, and I'm stuck in a place where I'm like, where do you go? How do you do it? Why is it not working?
Mhm.
Yeah,
And I deal with mental health as well, so I completely understand on that situation. My DMs are always open to anyone that wants to chat, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Kool-Aid, I didn't know that
It's
you.
that- it's-
Uh,
it's hard, man.
I didn't know, Kool-Aid, that you suffered through that actually. So I knew you'd been streaming for 5 years. So yeah, I'm sorry you suffered through that. And as Cowboy said, DM's open, and yeah, that's what you should do.
Kool-Aid, I think from my perspective, I've never personally dealt with any kind of depression, so it's difficult for me to even approach that and say that I understand what you feel, because I don't, and I apologize for that. But I guess the thing that I would say is, what gets you through that depression, and is it the thing that gets you through the depression that is connecting you to your community? And if that's the case, then maybe those people that you're connecting to, you're that one person that they feel safe with in their depression. Maybe, I don't know, just a thought. I know that we kind of gravitate toward people that are similar to us and kind of dealt with some life issues, or even been through more than we have, so that we can find, you know, somebody to connect to. So maybe that's a venue for you as well. Over those 5 years, you have learned a lot. You've done it a lot longer than any of us have. So you've experienced and you've been through the ups and downs, and you've hit those mountaintops, and you've hit those deep valleys where it's dry and barren and nothing's there. And you've made it through. And I think that it's your individual mindset that says, I am going to do this because I have a purpose behind it. If you don't have a purpose, then what's the point of doing it? So I think through your depression and the fact that you've ground out for so long, utilize that and use that to drive your stream to connect to the people that you want to connect to. That's what I would do.
As well, yeah. Make sure you go check him out. He's a great streamer, great player. He's actually played in tournaments for COD like years ago as well, so he's a decent player. So make sure you go check him out. And he definitely shows a lot of love to the community, and I feel like he's a member who deserves more love as well. So make sure you check him out.
Keep it to myself because I've always been low mo. Do you know what? I've always been the same as well, but when you find people that you can actually talk with, it is easier to do so than to keep it to yourself. You might not find them for a long time, but when you do, it's better to talk to them about anything that you can do.
I think that you have more in common with people on Twitch than you think.
Yeah.
You have to remember we're all adults now, and we were all gamers as kids. So
I look like a fucking adult, don't I?
You did this to yourself.
I'm using that term loosely at the moment.
I know, yeah.
So you have experienced, maybe seclusion for being a quote unquote gamer, one of those nerd type of people or whatever. But that's what this community of Twitch is. We're all those kind of people. We have all been singled out for some reason in life. So the fact that you feel like the lone wolf, imagine how many other people in the Twitch community feel like lone wolf, feel like you do, as in, I'm just different than everybody. And that's your way to connect. That is your piece to the puzzle, in my opinion. That's what I think.
Yep. Is there more questions in there?
Katana Man said, I may be rebranding my channel more toward fishing, but scared to try something new. Been streaming for a year next month and want to see more growth.
I think that's
Don't
awesome.
be scared to try something new. Don't be scared to try something new.
I actually enjoy Katana Man's fishing streams.
It teaches you how to do a lure and stuff like that. It's awesome.
Yeah, I don't get in there as much as I'd like to, but the times I do get in there and watch him out live fishing, I actually quite enjoy it. It's good. It's refreshing.
It's different. That's so cool. I saw one of his streams where he had a camera over top and he was making fly fishing lures.
Yeah, I think I've watched one of them as well, yeah.
I'm like, that's so cool. That is your hobby. That's what you love to do. Why not stream it?
But that's what they say Twitch is about nowadays, isn't it? Is doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Stop trying to be in that little line of these big time people. Get out of their shadow. Be somebody else. Be completely different.
Use somebody
you like to do.
Yeah, use somebody to get ideas and run with it.
It's the same with work. If you love what you do, if you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life. It's the same with Twitch. If you love what you're doing on Twitch, it's not gonna be a burden to you. It's not gonna be, I've got to start my fucking stream now and all this stuff, and I can't really be bothered. And
I don't know if I agree with that completely though, Cowboy, because there are times where I'm like, I don't want to stream, but I do it because it's something I'm trying to make it. Go ahead, Grill.
I'm just waving at RK and Halo.
If for instance, if you wanted to be a doctor, if you had a passion to be a doctor, you're going to go through years of schooling and years of training and years of teaching, correct? To do something that you want. How is a career like being a full-time streamer going to be any different? So you have to prioritize and separate. You are now a what do they call it when somebody starts their own business? Entrepreneur. Thank you. I lost the word. You are now an entrepreneur. If you're an entrepreneur working a full-time job, in order to make that business, that entrepreneurship work, you have to invest the time. That means either losing family time or losing sleep, because you can't lose your work time.
Yeah, but you gotta see more.
It's going to be a burden. It's going to be difficult. And there are going to be times you're like, why am I doing this? I'm not seeing anything come of it. But Grill has stats on YouTube videos. Grill, how many videos do you have to post to you really start seeing a return? I mean, you read me an article one time about 100 videos.
Yeah, so I watched like a video on it. The first 100 videos, don't put any pressure on it, or you won't actually make them. So, be making them perfect, but post 100 shitty videos and then start worrying about quality. I've said this to Dr.
That's
many
where
a
I'm
time. Yeah. So I've just been posting. I've got 49 now, so I've still got 51 more shit ones to go. And it's going pretty good. It's not awesome or anything, not massive, but, it's getting there.
But that's hard to do when you're trying to put your content out there that your name is on, right? It's difficult to put out quote unquote shit content just to put it out there. Because granted, I talked to M Does Art, my daughter, and I'm like, just put anything out there, just get these videos out there. And she's like, Dad, I can't. Like this is who I am. I have to put the time and the work into it so that you feel like you're putting out your best work. You know what I mean? So yeah, you have that. Don't be afraid to put out something that you feel might be questionable, because eventually
Ali Tenpin, thank you for the follow. And that's
what other questions did we miss up there?
So we've missed. So Kool-Aid has been opening a bit. Katana is making lures is what I do for a living, but not sure that's something that people like to watch. Not sure how really to promote it. I have ideas on that. Your friend that Bass Geek Nation on YouTube, massive following. Start doing some YouTube content and then keep doing your live streams as well. Obviously, you don't have to stop doing COD. But if you start bringing traffic in from there, even I don't know how close you live to Bass Geek, but you could go out with him maybe, and he could shout you out on his YouTube channel, which is massive, and then it could come through to yours. So Katana, and also I just want to point out how awesome the chat is. Kool-Aid it's opened up in front of everyone, which is amazing, and then everyone in the chat is just so helpful, supportive of him too. Awesome. So yeah, I'm very happy.
People.
It's great. Content is so important. I'm kind of going through this whole process for me, this whole adventure for me. It goes deeper than just me. With my son interested in all of this, I'm trying to learn as much as I can to help him, more so than for me. So I'm constantly trying to think, what are the best ways to make myself visible, make him visible, or be an example to somebody else. And I came up with the basic 5 C's of streaming. I'm sure people can think of more, but I just kind of wanted to get your guys' opinion. And we've already been talking about some of these things, so we don't need to necessarily cover them again. But the 5 C's that I've talked about, and we've actually covered some of these in different podcasts as well. Consistency, content, connectivity, creativity, and content. The 5 areas that I feel are going to be a positive contribution to your stream. Let's talk about consistency. We've talked about it before in streams or in podcasts. Why is consistency important, Doc?
I think so people know where to come and find you, and they know what times to come and find you, and you need that consistency, like we've talked about before, with a specific day where you might upload a YouTube video, but you always do it at the same time, the same day of the week, sort of thing. So you sort of create a little bit of hype around it without trying to deliberately create the hype either. People, it starts getting good content, and they're like, oh, can't wait for Oz Grillis's video to drop on Friday morning. It always hits around 10 o'clock. And people, instead of getting the actual notification, you start creating a hype in the background that they're actually almost waiting for it without actually getting the notification to go and watch it.
Yeah,
that's the consistency. If you don't do that at the same time, the same thing every day, they'll get the notification when it goes live, but you won't necessarily create any hype of them anticipating when it's going to happen, because they don't know when it's going to happen. If you do one a week and then all of a sudden you're not doing anything for 2 weeks, you may start losing viewers that way as well.
Because they want that constant refreshing something new.
Yeah, they want that constant feed. Like once they start enjoying your streams, they're not actually enjoying as much as well of what you're actually talking about, but it's also you as a person they enjoy.
Should you stream every day? Is that what you mean by consistency?
No, definitely not. No. You gotta. There may be something not necessarily bad with streaming every day, but you can't stream 6-8 hours every single day. Mm-hmm. I still don't agree on streaming on every day anyway, because eventually you will get some hardcore fans that will enjoy it, but you will also lose a high percentage of people that are just sick of you popping up in their feed over and over and over. And that's just the truth of it.
If you're streaming every day, how can you create content outside of Twitch?
Well, you can.
Yeah, well, that's right.
It's just a lot more time intensive, isn't it?
It is.
If you have a job, you can't do it.
You have to. You have to have consistency so that you can have the continuation of content, so you continue to grow. If you have if say you set a schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., your 3 hours of streaming, that is your allotted time for your quote unquote show for people to come and watch and be a part of and interact with you. Now you have from 9 to whenever, and whenever back to when you stream the next time, to create content. How are you utilizing that time to bring people into your next broadcast?
Exactly. Do you want to do some questions or go with more C's or?
Yeah. Yep. Let's go with some questions.
Okay, so I've got one here. So Katana Man first continuing, he said he and I have done a few videos together. They've gone pretty well on his channel. That's awesome. So you should start your own as well. And not use him, but, obviously he's going to be some help.
Yeah.
That's a great one for that, I think. Do you guys have anything else for Katana?
I think that visibility, you are partnering with somebody who's connected already. So I think that's only going to help your channel. That collaboration, that's one of my C's as well, is collaboration. I believe. Did I say? No, I didn't even say collaboration. Collaboration is content. Yeah. So, collaboration is content though. So if I wanted to put something out on YouTube, I'm going to, something different than what I already put out. I'm going to collab with somebody and do a video. Like Cowboy and I are talking about, we played a game of Call of Duty together. We both recorded it on our PlayStation. We're going to try to figure out a way to mesh those two videos together to make a YouTube video. You know what I mean? Like just different things to make content, and collabs are key. What was next, girl?
So next is from Ali 10pin. There's a new member to the community.
Welcome.
She came into Skull stream because she's seen him on recommended, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, so she said, so I had my daughter 11 months ago. Before that, I had a good following, good viewer, good chat, but I took a break when she was 2 months old due to mental health and her just not sleeping. She's obviously just come back, I'm assuming. And said, any ideas how I can build up more? So, for me personally, I think that these 5 C's or 6 C's or whatever, and consistency will help us. It's going to be a bit of a slow grind to get back there. It's a bit more saturated now, the whole streaming space as well.
Skull's message were quite well put to.
Skull's message to her?
Skull replied to her, yeah. Skull sorry.
So it's always hard after taking a break. When I took 2 weeks off, my numbers dropped a lot. But if you get back into being consistent, they'll start coming back and rebuilding for sure. I know I'll be in your streams. Or at least always will have a tab for you. If you guys don't follow Ali and check her out. Definitely do check her out as well.
Yeah,
I think the grind's just going to start again. I suppose I'm not really sure how long it took you to get those consistent numbers in the first place, whether it was a quick thing or if it was a bit of a grind. But like Grill said, Twitch is getting way more oversaturated now. There's a lot of viewers a lot of content creators on there with low viewers, so you're falling down into a big group of people, and you're sort of disappearing into those groups of people. So sounds like you're doing the right things though. You're saying that your socials are good, that your networking is good. You're just gonna have to keep on grinding, I guess.
I actually went in and watched one of her VODs yesterday because I seen her come in Skulls and I thought I'd have a look to see what she's like in there. It's good content. So yeah, it shouldn't be any issue. And if your socials and everything are up, and if you're obviously networking in other people's streams, I think it's just gonna go up.
I think you find it amazing how quick people find somebody else to watch when you're just not there.
Yeah,
like it's not hard for them to find somebody else to watch. Do you know what I mean? They just go into somebody else's stream and find somebody that they like the sound of, and away you go. You can go from raid to raid to raid to raid to raid, can't you? And find different people. You know, and if you're just not there, you're just not getting seen, unfortunately. Like Doc said, I think it's just a start the grind again. You will have people behind you to start off with, though, from what you had prior. It'll be easier, but it will be a start.
I think consistency will get you back there again.
A gamer. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm probably the least consistent streamer out of anybody that I know, and that's probably one of my big. probably one of my biggest downfalls. But even though I don't stream consistently, which if I did, I would have a better following. But even though I don't, because of the communities that I've made elsewhere, when I do, those people try to make it a point to show up when I do stream. And I'm appreciative of that. So your community base, whatever you have, those friends, those other streamers that you made, they're going to continue to support you. But until you get back onto that consistent schedule again, they're not going to necessarily be available all the time. So your schedule allows your viewer to block out your time. So they can say, okay, during this time, I want to be able to see them. So if you you have no consistency and you have no schedule, then they don't have a way to anticipate when you are going to stream. So even if it's once a week, utilize the Twitch schedule that they put up there, the stream schedule that is now integrated into your dashboard, and just put on there for once a week, you're going to stream this game, whatever. And that gives them something to come back for.
Yep. We got a question from No Skills as well, which is quite a good one for everyone who has a job and is streaming. So he said, how do you combine 50 plus hours of work and streaming? Stream even when tired to keep consistency, or do 1 to 2 streams a week but well rested, thus giving out better content? I think personally the second one.
Yeah.
1 to 2 streams a week, well rested. Just make, if you can, because I know your work schedule might be a bit out, but if you make that the same time each week, people know that's when you're going to stream, and it is going to be good content, because obviously he says No Skills in his name, but he's very highly talented.
Yeah, I've seen him play.
He's good at COD.
Yeah, so I think 1 to 2 streams a week, even if it's 3 hours.
I heard it described like this before. Would you rather? Are you going to get more wet by taking a handful of water and throwing it on yourself every day, or taking a bucket and throwing it on yourself twice a week? You know what I mean? The saturation of your viewership when you have a set schedule is going to be more concentrated when you do. So if you used to stream 5 days a week, when you come back to 2 days a week, those are going to be condensed into those 2 days. They're going to make a point to come see you.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people in the same boat. I'm personally in the same boat. I'm minimum 40 hours a week. When I get really busy, I'll be doing 60 hours a week. So trying to find stream time then is extremely hard. I have my set days no matter what. So I've got my Wednesday and my Friday, and that's always the same. And then I've really got to work around it. Like I try and make sure I get home from work for that time. And that has to stay consistent, because if you do lose that and you start going sporadic because you're doing it around your work hours, I think you will lose viewers, because you will you're a little bit all over the place. You'll have your consistent viewers, but you're not really I don't think you'll really grow.
Yeah. If you stream tired as well. I think if you stream tired, I mean, I done it the other day. I had to cut my stream early, 40 minutes in. You can't do it. You just do not give out the right content. You don't give out the right vibe. It's just not a good way to stream. A well-rested stream is definitely the way to go.
But you're going to feel better about it.
Yeah.
It's a fine line as well, though, then, because you then run the risk of not streaming at all because you're trying to refresh yourself. The stream quality 100% is always better when you've had a good rest. You're thinking better, you're snappy a lot more. You're not just sitting there like a drone, just barely even paying attention to your chat because you're just barely trying to stay awake and concentrate on your game.
Yeah,
very correct.
And then going back to 2 days a week, I don't think 2 days is a week enough to grow either, though.
Not even if you're doing content on other platforms?
It's a long time. Like if you stream on a Monday and a Wednesday, for the following Monday to come back around come around again for your next stream, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're talking like almost 5 days again till you're coming back around to yourself.
Yeah,
that's a lot of time. Like a lot of people, they'll get your notifications and they'll see your content on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. But they're there for your stream as well. They're not just there to watch your content on Twitch. They want to see you. They want to see what you're putting out.
Where's the perfect middle ground then? There doesn't seem to be one, especially if you have a full-time job.
Honestly, I think it comes down to the individual. You know, for instance, with me, I have 4 days on, 4 days off. It's a rotating schedule. So I never have a consistent work schedule, as in working the same days every week. It's not like I work Monday through Friday and I have weekends off. It's not like I work, daylight hours. I work night shift. So for me to stream, my schedule has to be limited to times instead of days, unless I purposely every week set a new schedule, which I can do. So if I set a schedule knowing that I'm going to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and have off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, then I can set 2 morning streams, or I can set a morning and 2 night stream. You know what I'm saying?
You care. Sorry.
So it's all about your personal abilities. You have to know you and say, okay, this is what I can do. This is what I can't do. Can I do 3, still be healthy, still be, still be able to put out content in a stream that might be, because if you're streaming for 6 hours a day, 3 days a week, that's a lot of time. What are you losing during that time? I'm not saying don't stream 3 days a week. I'm not saying don't stream 5 days a week. I'm not saying just stream 1. I'm saying you have to find what works best for you, and still giving your family adequate time, still giving yourself adequate time, still being healthy so that you can continue to contribute to your stream and your community. I think everybody's different.
The consistency, again, doesn't have to necessarily be the exact days at the exact time either.
Right.
Consistency, like in your case, can even be a certain amount of streams per week, regardless of the time. You know what I mean? The consistency is the fact that you're getting 3 out a week, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still giving yourself exposure out on the Twitch environment, regardless of when it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So consistency can be looked at in multiple ways as well.
Are there any other questions out there, Grill, that we missed?
There's a few. So Katana's got another question. Said, my 1-year anniversary is coming up next month and I want to do something cool for it, but I'm overthinking and can't come up with anything. This is actually a good one, I think, because my affiliate one's coming up in 12 days too, so I'm going to steal your idea, Katana. So that's good. But yeah, anyway, so what do you guys think?
Let's go fishing.
Go fishing. Let's all go fishing. Yeah. Down the gong. Yeah, I don't really have, apart from maybe having like I suppose COD doesn't have custom games yet, or even just do 1v1s where you challenge your viewers to 1v1 gunfight for a few hours or something like that, or even a fishing stream with you drinking with people, or if you live near any viewers, maybe have them come along and, have a bit of a, I suppose, social distancing for you guys is still prevalent. Heaps of different ways, but the 1v1 idea is pretty good. That's probably stealing from Skull a bit as well, but yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
I reckon, like you're saying, try and have something big with your viewers. That's something I don't do that I think you would do on that big annual milestone. Then try and really create a bit of hype around it that way. Exactly what
The possibilities are limitless. We could say, what caused you to start streaming, and do a special stream on your first stream. What was the very first thing that you decided to stream? Was it Black Ops 3? Was it, whatever? Try to make it nostalgic out of it, or you could do a theme, or you can do a giveaway. There's a lot of things that you can do to really engage and say, hey, we're celebrating this. Thank you guys so much. I've reached this amount of followers by this amount of time. It's been a year. I want to give back to the community or something. If you have that ability,
I've missed so much because I was sitting at the question.
I know. I did.
Hey, Beerbell.
I did see Aussie Gamer. He made a comment there about
time of stream is probably the most important aspect of consistency, though. Yeah, so you got to make sure that it's the same time. So you still got that same time zones.
That's where it's hard for me to get consistency because of my work schedule. I can't stream every Wednesday at the same time. You know what I mean? I can't stream every Thursday at the same time. So that's something that I'm constantly that I'm going to struggle with. So we could technically say that since I can't secure a specific day at the same time all the time, then what's the point of me streaming? It is very important, and it helps because it's just like, somebody wants to watch their favorite TV show. They know what day it's on. They know what time it's on. They know to make plans for it. So I totally agree with that consistency. But then you have, we have so many people that they don't have that ability all the time.
I don't, me personally, I don't think it's obviously going to harm you, I think. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to stop you from growing, and just may stunt your growth.
Yeah, it's definitely going to make it harder.
It's just to make your grind twice as hard as it could someone else's, I suppose. I don't think there's definitely no reason to stop streaming. I'd hate for you to stop. But
anything, my philosophy is worth having is worth fighting for. If I wanted to make this something, then pull up my bootstraps and figure out a way to make it work. But that's my mentality behind things. It's not everybody thinks the way that I think too. So it's hard for me to, connect everywhere because I don't think like everybody thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're quite good at convincing people too.
just try to.
Where you lack in consistency, you make up in charisma.
Yay! Very charismatic. What's next, Grill? Alien Girl, subscribe. Thank you, Alien. You're awesome.
So we got one from Alien Girl. You're amazing. This Belgian beer belly has been awesome.
Yes. Questions about streaming are allowed.
Said, I've been on Twitch a month now. First 2 weeks, a lot of help and views from everywhere. After 2 weeks, I made affiliate, and since then the views kind of went down. Any advice on how to reach my viewers at this point? This is a key question, and we have brought this up in previous podcasts a lot as well. When I'm not sure if you've watched them, which is fun as well. We'll answer it now, obviously. So really, there's a big hype for affiliate push.
Thanks for hanging out, Katana Man. Sorry, go ahead.
Cheers, Katana. Yeah. So there's always a big push for that. So once you hit that, then the viewer kind of is like, "Oh, he's hit it now." We don't have to come in as much now. And these big pushes can hurt. Probably a similar thing with partner push, which obviously none of us have experienced. But once people hit partner, they seem to find a bit of a lowering in viewers as well. Any advice how to reach new viewers now is probably outside sourcing. I've seen Ozzy's written something down here as well, but here's a good example in his YouTube channel. Would bring in a lot of traffic for him as well. So try and outside source a bit, I think. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, even YouTube. Just basically, there's a lot more factors in play, I think, as well. But yeah.
I'm going to say I'm pretty sure that more comes into it when you're pushing partner anyway, doesn't it? There's not just your Twitch. It's all well and good having 200 viewers on Twitch, but you got to be socially active elsewhere. And I'm pretty sure Ozzy will be able to tell you that. He's closer to partner than anyone that I know, alongside Miss Walker. But yeah. I'm pretty sure that a lot of different stuff comes into play.
I think one of the things that comes into play is one of the C's, connectivity. What are you doing to connect with the people that are there, or what did you do to connect with the people while you were getting to that point? Because they're like Gamers Corner. We get this a lot. I get DMs often that say, thanks for the help, but Gamers Corner just isn't doing it for me anymore. And then my response is, what did you want out of Gamers Corner? Gamers Corner exists to give you the opportunity to build community. So if you are a streamer who comes in and we help you push to affiliate, we help you get to that point. That's not a problem at all. That's easy. That's easy sauce. We can do that.
Yeah, regardless to what you do, we do that.
Now it's your responsibility as the streamer to make those connections. We want you to be a part of the community, but the community is there so that you can connect with somebody and you can start breeding ideas and you can start collaborating, or you can start, hey, I'm excited about, and just getting people behind you. But we're all streamers. We're not the average viewers. You know what I mean? So you have to be able to connect with the people that are there when you start so that you can connect with the people outside of that. My thoughts. Connectivity is pretty important with being a streamer.
Yeah.
It's hard. I think we've talked about it before, like the affiliate bubble that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
It's new. Everyone wants to jump on board and they're all helping you out, and there's this massive drive. Everyone's behind you and they're shoving you forward, and you've got not going to call it fake views, but they're inflated views sometimes, really to help you hit that milestone.
Yeah.
And then once they get there, a lot of people, they've either enjoyed the ride and they'll keep going with you, or they were there to help you get to affiliate, and then they've really moved on to the next affiliate.
Yeah.
So once you get to that point, it's now on you. You know what I mean? Before, you may have had, let's say 5 consistent viewers for the whole 2 weeks to get you to affiliate, and it was really on them. They were the ones pushing you. And now, once you get to that point, all the work is now on you. It's now your turn to try and find exactly where you fit into the streaming society. Yeah. Like,
who are you? What is your stream?
Who are you? What can you do that's different now? How are you going to increase your own numbers?
Yeah.
I think as well, people go into Discords and they're like, oh my God, look at this, 300 members, right, let's go. This is going to be my numbers. It's like when we say come into Gamers Corner, we're not saying we're the best or we know everything, but there's quite a lot of members in there that you can get to know and build bonds with. Like we're sort of giving you a base without you having to go out there and start it all fresh yourself. Mm-hmm. It's that little base, and we're not saying it's a massive base and we're going to get you to thousands of viewers and you're going to be partnering 1 million fucking days or whatever. I don't know. Like you've got to want to do that. You've got to make connections with people. The Discord's there. Go and use it. Utilize it. Every channel in there, use it.
Ali, if you want to join the Discord, if you want access to the entire server, just read the rules and the Discord purpose and click the little icon underneath each of those and you'll have access to the rest of the server. Welcome. Thank you for joining.
I think another good example, I suppose, on this, and I'll just mention the person straight out, like Juicy just left our Discord recently to create his own one. And I think he's sort of gotten himself to the point now where he thinks his own Discord is going to become more helpful for him. Obviously, he's going to have to put a lot of time into this Discord, so he's not going to have the time that he can put into our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's where he's sort of taken. That's where he thinks his next step is now, to take it from where like our Discord and previous Discords that we were in have like helped push him up, and that's his next stepping stone to go further.
There's nothing wrong with that as well.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all. We have absolutely no issue losing members that want to push themselves forwards.
Well, we encourage people to branch out. Like we say, we're just the base. 100%. We're just the start for you. That's all we are. We're just a little bit of a nudge, and then it's up to you where you go, and you branch out eventually. You're going to have your own Discord where all your followers and your subscribers are there all the time, and you get to interact with them, and you don't have to worry about people that are not interacting with you. You know, everyone in your Discord's there for you. Mm-hmm. You know, you'll get there. It's just there's a massive road in front of you.
Yeah, we've tried to clear out the brush so that you can easily get to the place where you can start to do what you feel streaming is. You know what I mean? Yeah, getting that affiliate, that's a cool hype. You know, I've achieved something, which is a lot of people don't. You know, a lot of those people who are still sitting on one viewer after 5 years of streaming because they haven't branched out and they haven't connected with
500 followers.
Right, and none of them come into their stream because they've done follow for follow, which is against Twitch in terms of service. So we're not a follow for follow, but what we do is, hey, you're welcome to our community. If you connect with people, they're going to follow you. So that's your responsibility. You know, we're giving you the tools as much as we can along this process, because we're all, you know, within 2 years of streamers as well. So through this process, we're saying, hey, let's document this and let's take people with us through this process. That's all it is.
I mean, there's 200 people there. Help yourself to build your community.
Absolutely.
Like, it's sort of that sort of thing, and it's nice.
And then like it shows though, like the more active you are in Discord, the more you will get back from it. And that's just common sense almost, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're not in there and people don't see your face, they won't know who you are and they won't go to your streams from Discord. That's not saying you still won't grow within Twitch on yourself. It's just going to be hard to get anyone specifically from Discord to come into your stream if you're just posting in self-promo and And there's nothing wrong with that. We have absolutely no expectation from you in Discord whatsoever. You can be as active as you want, or you can be as inactive as you want. We don't care. Every time you pop in general chat, we're all going to say hello. It doesn't matter, regardless how long we've seen you. But what you put in is what you will get out. That's just the way it's going to work forever. So.
Well, it's going to have to work that way.
That's the only way.
Yeah. That's very true.
And I mean, Discord isn't the only way to make community either. It's just one tool. You know, there are several ways to put a nail into a wall. It's just a hammer's the easiest way. So one of the easiest ways for me that I found to make friends and community and starting this journey and kind of learning with other people is Discord.
Yeah.
So Reb's got a thing here that says, I think Discord is extremely underrated. I've brought in viewers and built relationships through Discord way more than Insta/TikTok/Twitter, although Twitter is picking up, which I kind of agree with there. Thank you for the biddies, Belgian. What I will say for that is I think Discord is good for expanding your current. So obviously, Gamers Corner and similar kind of Discords are good for building a base, and then once you have your own Discord, it's kind of good to your existing base to kind of build better connection with them or a stronger relationship with them. But I feel like it can be a bit of a cap on it, kind of like a ceiling that you hit, while your other ones there are slower to get started, obviously with your Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. It's a slower process, but the cap is a lot higher as well. That's my personal opinion. I don't know if you guys agree with that. Yeah.
I think once you create your own Discord as well, your own Discord isn't going to bring any viewers to you.
Yeah.
It's literally a place for your current viewers that you already have to come
and
chat outside your stream and keep updated with what's going on with you.
And connect with you closer.
And keep you all closer as a family. But it's not bringing any... It's not you creating any content and bringing any additional viewers in. You still need to branch out in different areas. It's literally like a communication tool, I suppose, between your current streaming followers.
And I think that's what's so cool about Gamers Corner is we're trying to think outside the box. We're trying to utilize a tool in a different fashion. What if we can use this? Like we could all have our own individual Discords and they would be for our own individual stream communities. But instead we said, well, why don't we take Discord and have an open community Discord where other people can connect other than just my own individual viewers, so we're trying to connect with other streamers, building a community, like Cowboy said, to give them a base, a foundation, something to get started and encourage them, so they're not doing it alone. So they're just not doing it alone. That's the reason of Gamers Corner.
It's a footing, like you say, it's just getting a footing and then you're off, and what you do from there on is up to you. If we build a bond, what you do from there on, I'll try and encourage. If we don't build a bond, you're on your own. I won't be. You know what I mean? There's that. That's the way that people think. If people don't, if I don't bother with people, people don't bother with me.
Right.
It's like lonely people. You're only lonely because you don't go out and find people not to be lonely with. Do you know what I mean? You sit and be lonely.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, what do you say to the people who are very introvert?
It's a very vicious cycle. That one. You're lonely because you stay inside. It's when you're not outgoing, like you just kind of stick to yourself.
No, because you can, obviously I've got mental health myself. I've got problems myself, so do you know what I mean? I understand. Even going out, sometimes when you're out with your mates, I feel lonely. But like you're still trying, and I'm not sat in on my own and being like, oh, I'm lonely. At least I'm trying. My mind just don't allow me to be not lonely.
Yep.
But I think if you're given the road, it's entirely up to you what you do with it.
She's still
Reb says he's very introvert and he loves it.
You're an introvert?
Yeah, Reb's so introverted.
Right. One of the most introverted streamers I've ever watched.
Ozzy said it can be super hard to be active in all the different Discords out there from his experience, but you're right, Doctor, with you. What you put in is what you get out. So, yeah, 100% agree with that as well. And then Reb saying he's introvert is completely incorrect. Everyone shun that comment from you. And yeah.
It's hard. Like if you go back to the Discord thing as well, and you think like it's hard to find the time to be active in Discord, then how are you finding the time to stream it anyway? Like you don't, if you don't have the time, like no one's saying that you need to be in Discord 24 hours, 7 days a week, and hit the top XP level every month with 7,000 messages.
No, not at all.
But streaming takes time and it takes effort. Like there's a lot, or you're just gonna sit there, sort of, yeah.
Drug lies. Drug knows how to be a streamer, and
No.
Midnight is
The best way to be a streamer is to fall asleep on stream.
Midnight's got a point there during the
Midnight's got a
coronavirus.
great
No
point.
one could really go out for a month. Imagine how that is for mental states. It's atrocious. That is why I love Discord and I love Twitch and I love just being able to talk with these guys and everyone. Like without any of this, I'd probably be a fucking mess in corner room. Honestly, it's this sort of stuff that keeps me going. Especially through these sort of times where it's not so much me choosing not to go out and do stuff. I'm told I'm not allowed to go out and do stuff. So these are the times where this is amazing. This sort of stuff, being able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
We've mentioned heaps of times that how much we enjoy this, even compared to streaming. Like we all look forward to this. Our
Each
Sunday
Every
Sunday
Sunday,
thing.
yeah.
Every
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
That's
we
our
all
consistency.
got families
Yeah.
and
I get upset when it doesn't happen. I'm like, no, I'm in the mood with you now, not talking to you.
He pouts in a corner.
Yeah, like last weekend, we didn't do it because we had a public holiday and we streamed. Poor
Yeah.
Cowboy would have been upset with us. I think.
I just went in the streams and was like, tabs.
I hung out with them while you guys were streaming.
look.
That's it. I
I
hate
felt
you
bad.
guys.
I felt bad, but it was a great opportunity.
No, obviously stuff like that, you know, there's times and people need the break, and that's completely understandable. I'm only joking, but yeah,
Can
I
I-
definitely look forward to Sundays.
Can I say something about Midnight Gamer's comment about the COVID-19?
Yep.
I've studied psychology, Midnight, and the average. Now we're all above average here, so we're a little bit stronger than everybody else. But the average human being requires 12 positive physical touches a day to remain mentally, emotionally, and physically healthy. That you need that embracement, that physical contact, because you're so used to it. So when everybody was 6 feet apart, yeah, that's going to cause some mental anguish in people that they don't really understand. You know, they don't realize that physical touch is so important, whether it's a handshake, whether it's somebody putting their arm around you, patting you on the back, whatever. That acknowledgement physically does something to us mentally. So yeah, that was huge. And having a community like this where you can't necessarily touch, but you're more open, you know, in real life, that helps a lot.
Yeah. Right. Well.
What I miss.
You said 12 physical touches a day, and he's like, wow.
He's like, all right, it
Doesn't,
Alien's
it
like,
doesn't
I'm
count if
deaf
it's
missing that.
doesn't count
positive
if it's
physical
yourself.
touches. No,
Yeah,
no, I should have clarified.
yeah. It's got to be somebody else.
Even better. What if you sit on your hand? The stranger, right? Is that what they call it?
Straight.
Don't
Make sure
count.
it's the opposite hand though. As well.
Yes.
It don't
Gotta
count
be-
because about halfway through you get pins and needles, and it's no
Juicy.
no longer fun.
Juicy's here. We just missed us talking about you, Juicy.
Juicy.
We were literally
Cowboy,
just
that's-
talking about him.
That's when you got to take it up a speed.
Yeah, you feel it coming in. You're like, oh shit, go.
We're all above average.
Oh,
In what
we're all
way,
above
Rev?
average.
Yeah, so we need at least 15 touches a day. That's
Sitting
all.
on my face, Oz, count as a
It's
physical
so
touch. Sitting on your own face? It's impressive.
If you can do that, that's impressive. Yeah, I'm
Teach me,
impressed with that.
teach me your way. What's touching?
TikTok that, you're going famous, I promise you.
TikTok.
Not a-
We need a celebrity guest of drugging to find out how to get 15 viewers and be asleep.
Drugs viewers. I was actually watching the whole time. He was
Dr-
asleep,
yeah,
and
drug-
his viewers were going up the whole time. You'd see a
It's
bit of
because
his
it's all the
skin.
Discord everywhere around. Everyone's just typing, drugs asleep, get in there.
Didn't Scooter have like a super great
Yeah,
stream where he was
Scooter
asleep
had
on
a
the...
great one, yeah.
This was drug last night.
Mavs, you're above average, Mavs. Stop that. But yeah, it was great with drugs sleeping.
So good, I love it. I've been caught sleeping.
Drug had to sleep for like at least I reckon it was like 6-7 hours. It was
And he
asleep
got
for-
up, got a bag of chips, Grill. What'd you say?
Yeah, so he got up and he come over. I was in there with Relentless Attraction, and we were just talking there and doing like the sound bars and stuff. And then he gets up and we're like, "Oh, he's up!" He comes over to the computer, picks up a packet of chips, and starts playing with the mouse. I'm like, surely he's noticed he's still alive. And we're playing Cena over again, like, and nothing. And then he just gets the chips, crawls back in his bed. He's got the chips like cuddling the chips, and he's just like, "Oh, no." It was so
Guys, like
good. Juicy, thank you so
with
much for the
100, you
beers.
legend. Thanks,
Oh,
Juicy.
Juicy. Oh, Drug. It was great, man. It was great. We were
Drunk
keeping an eye
100%
on
knew he
you.
was live still. He's like, fuck these guys.
He has no speakers on the
headset.
PC. Makes sense. The headset was off. I thought the headset
were-
might have been on.
I kept typing / commands or exclamation point commands to keep your commands relevant in the chat so people can keep using your sound commands.
I kept dropping, hello, motherfucker.
It was
How's
so
How's
good.
your
good.
2 minutes.
pie?
Oz come to me this morning. He's like, "I'm so glad he didn't start knocking one out."
Yeah, I said, I hope he doesn't wake up and just start having a go at himself. Oh, it could be so bad.
Oh man,
Top content right there.
Juicy. It is. That's the thing though. Like,
Angry
why not?
leprechauns.
Why not? You know, like, so what if he fell asleep? You know, there's something that we can clip when we're talking about. It's driving that content. You know, I'm not saying sleep every stream. You're not gonna. I don't know. You might have some creepy people in there that like watching.
I was gonna say there's people out there that'll watch it.
Angry Leprechaun.
Angry
That's good.
Leprechaun, the gifted. Appreciate that very much for Blandoff. You're a legend, man.
That could be a whole category you could get into. Twitch sleeping.
I think it's the thing, eh?
Start up a whole new category. A
What-
bit
It'd
top
be
of
like
it.
I said, a Twitch sings, Twitch sleeps.
We'll do a sleep podcast.
Drug, legit no go, streams his life 24/7 in his bed.
Oh my god.
But Just You is just a legend, Leprechaun. Oh, you gotta wait for the chat, don't you? I'm just going like quick fire.
He sleeps on his.
Now I'm
Wow.
seeing it coming through.
That's crazy. That he streams every aspect. Is he trying to be the Truman Show?
Prince. Yeah, it must be. This guy, I think he got like a $10,000 dono from Mr. Beast, this guy who sleeps.
Alright.
And I woke him up and he's like, "Wow, thanks for the $10." I went back to sleep, but it was actually 10,000.
Oh man.
Crazy.
He tried to break the record.
Your
number
Prince is
of hours.
in.
He's got to have brought that one. That's mental, that.
Thank you, Leprechaun.
It is sexy. We don't have cool backgrounds, we just got green screens.
Yeah.
I don't have green screens. I'd have to utilize my space.
You don't want me to utilize my space. It's a fucking wall.
I'm glad you have your chair now. I'm glad you have your new bed, man.
I know,
You
man.
could sleep better last night.
That's so good.
You might be less cranky.
So good. My God. I got up this morning. I was like, whoa, I'm going to go for a run in a minute. Watch me go.
Did you go for a run though?
No, I did a fuck.
No.
Uh,
No, but I had the thought, okay? I wasn't thinking like that before.
I would just do this like,
You got to look the way you got to turn around. Move the chair, turn around, like kneel down on the floor. Move the chair. Get it out of the way. We can't. We can't.
Looks like you're up to some weird shit back there.
Whoa,
yeah, I was thinking that then, man.
that was trippy.
All right, what do we got next?
We couldn't see the gameplay when you turned around because your chair was in the way. You have to move your chair if you want us to see the gameplay. DK, it's good, man.
Gameplay shit.
Any other questions in there, Grill?
Not that I've seen, no. We've been kind of getting on top of it. at the moment.
Okay. All right.
Ozzy made another good comment earlier on too.
I think I read it. I don't know, maybe I didn't.
No, about the
the
optimal parameter.
parameters? Yeah, I'll go back to it. One sec.
I read that. It was because
I meant to read that one out, yeah.
has a lot to do with Cypher as well, I think.
So it says the best thing to do is make a list of optimal parameters, and then when you stream or plan your schedule, you want to be meeting as many of those parameters as possible. If you can't meet the same time parameter, that's okay, and still better than not streaming. Just try to hit as many parameters as possible. So parameters will obviously be like the day, the time, what game you're playing, stuff like that. And as long as you can hit as many of them as possible, better than not
Stick
streaming.
true to it.
Almost like a checklist of things that you should be doing every time and hitting as many of them as you can.
I talked to him as well, even having an end time is like, so Cowboy has an end time. If you have an end time to your streams, I feel like that can be a parameter as well. At least people know, like, you're on from this to this. We've got to catch him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can go over it, obviously, but I think that's an interesting point. For that.
I mean,
Yes,
I'll
Leprechaun,
go
you can
over-
ask a question.
I'll go over my stream time if it's like, you know, if it's going good, stream's active, people are chatting and stuff. I'll go over for an hour or so. But yeah, I generally try and stick to it when I do stream.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
Yes, Anger Leprechaun, please, if you have any questions, go
I have
ahead.
a
If anybody has
question,
any
go ahead.
questions, fire away. Fire away.
Oh,
We do
Reb
have
had,
some stuff to...
Reb had a good question. What's it like being so damn good looking, Ozgrillis? Can't help it, Reb. You know, just
Comes
part
natural.
Of it. Yeah, it's just part of it, yeah.
It's in the water in Picton.
I
Pick them
photoshopped it.
all.
Picton water. I'm lucky to have town water. I'm lucky to not get it out of a well or something like that.
The Aborigines are bringing it in for you.
Oh, no. There's not
Still
many
get it out
around
of
here.
Billabongs up there.
Yeah, out of the
Jay,
Billabong.
Billabong.
that's where you live. You live in a billabong.
Skull said, "You mean doctor?" Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Oz got
Do you
burned.
know what a Billabong is, Cypher?
Yes, it is where a river has been cut off and the water has become stagnant in that bend of the river because there's no more consistent fresh water flow into that area.
He knows more about it than we do.
I was like, yeah, cool.
I thought it was that thingy that sponsors surfing and stuff.
Yeah, it's a company,
It's a
but,
company,
but
yeah.
an actual billabong is like if a river's cutting through a valley, right? And all of a sudden the river changes, but there's a little outlet that's left with a little bit of water in it, and that water gets stagnant. That's a billabong because the current's no longer moving through there. That's what they call
Right,
it.
Cypher's the geographical David Attenborough.
He definitely
He's got the
looked that
voice
up.
for it as well, hasn't he?
He definitely looked it up. That's
No,
what-
I didn't. I know what. I
That's
know
what I was
weird
like.
things like that will have no bearing on my life whatsoever. Like I don't know why I know these things.
What question do we have? We had someone before we went to Aussie.
I thought we were waiting for Leprechaun. to
Yeah,
arrive
Leprechaun
on.
stepping up a question. I could pull up some trivia, and you guys can do some live fails.
Live fails. Oof.
You're gonna have to make it quick, though.
All
You
right,
have to make your answers quick.
do a couple quick fire.
Not- All right, let me pull up some stuff. Go ahead and see if there's anything in chat, and I'll look for some. Do you guys want any? Hey, chat, give me a topic. What topic do you want me to do trivia on?
There we go. We got the question anyway.
All right.
Okay, so I've got. Right, my question is, I do this a lot. If I see someone having a hard time with money, I give without thinking. That's why I do my charity. My question is, when all four of you make it, would money go to your head because you've never had that much? Would you go into other streams and see someone having a hard time, be like, here's $2,000, you know?
We've actually had this conversation, guys.
We have had this
Yeah, we have,
discussion.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've had this
Um,
conversation off of camera.
Plenty of times, in fact, we're always saying what we do. Yeah, if we was to make it, in my opinion, I would be doing exactly that because I don't have the option to do it now. People come and financially support me on Twitch. I feel awful, absolutely awful that I can't go and do it back, but I'm not in a financial place to do it at the minute. But yeah, if I was, I'd love to be able to jump in on these hype trains. I'd finish one off on my own if I could. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to do stuff like that. So yeah, that is definitely what I'd do. Definitely.
Doc or Grill?
I agree with Cowboy there. So we kind of talk about how, or in the four of us case anyway, that we kind of build each other up, kind of like a big dick that I'm doing here. But we all go up kind of together and try and bring people up with, and then obviously if someone is having a hard time, or especially people doing charity streams and stuff like that, you definitely would drop on for sure. Yeah. When we make it, confidence.
Thank you,
Doc. Any input on that?
Looking at the question again, like, would I let if we made it? Would you money go to your head? I don't think so. It would change anything more than what I currently am now. And then I suppose if you've made it as a Twitch streamer, then you're obviously probably you'd have a very busy life already, probably as equivalent that you would now with it's a full-time job. It's a full-time job even outside. Let's say if you stream for 6 hours every day now, because you've made it, you can live full-time off streaming. You'd be very busy, so I don't think I'd let the money go to my head, but I probably wouldn't be as interactive in people's streams and probably giving as much away if it was my full-time job, because that would be, if I'm taking the money from Twitch as my full-time job, that's paying all my bills, that's doing everything. So
yeah,
it depends how big you got, really. So say you're
depending on how big you got.
Say you were like a massive streamer and it was just no issue. Then obviously you would, if you were
I suppose like
struggling
big
with
people,
bills.
big streamers like Disrespect and people like that, they're out there in people's streams giving people back, but they're probably giving to charity in their own ways. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Same as I put more into Twitch than I take out of Twitch,
Yeah.
but I give to donations in other ways as well. Like if I'm down the pub and Red Cross come past, then I throw them $20 in the tin. Like if you know what I mean, you're always donating in other ways anyway. So
yeah.
In answer to the question, I don't think I would let it go to my head, but I don't think I would be donating as much to other people on Twitch if it was my income for me to live.
I think I would agree with you and all of you, but in different ways. Example, like if I have, like you were saying, Doc, if I have a full-time job now, then the money that I get from Twitch is going to go back into the community or go back into what I'm doing for Twitch, as in my setup or whatever, like that's separate because I already have the allotted money that I need per my full-time job to take care of my life. Now, if something were to come up, like my last paycheck from work was $690 for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So in order for me to pay the bill, my family, my livelihood comes first. If something were to happen, I love Twitch, I love what I'm doing, but family comes first. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I want to give back to the community. I would love to do giveaways. I would love to take, I just got 80 gifted subs the other day. I would love to take that money and just leave it in my PayPal account and go into somebody else's stream and give it back. I would. But I've never been independently wealthy, if you will. I've always lived paycheck to paycheck. So I don't know I don't know if I'd let it go to my head or not. I can't say. I would say now, the personality that I am, no, it's not going to happen. But I've never been there. So I can't say, I don't know what I'm going to feel if I've ever been at a place where I have this mad amount of income. I'm the type of person that is kind and giving. So more than likely I would give out of it to where I have less and somebody has more. But I think that's individually, depending on the circumstance. If I have the ability, it's going right back into other streamers like you guys. I'm going to invest it right back into you because I want to be a part of what you're doing. If I can't, I know you guys understand that I have to take care of my family first. And I say the same thing with you guys. So
I got heaps, and when Grill's the same, I got heaps of different subs out there to all different people, but I'd cut them on the drop of a dime if it meant my family had to eat or something like that. That's
Skull, you're absolutely right. It's rewarding when you go into somebody's stream and you make them smile.
That's a great feeling.
When you change their life, that's rewarding to the giver as much as it is to the person receiving it. And I want that, man. I want to be able to go in and change people's lives. Absolutely. I would love to be able to go in and drop 1,000 subs on somebody or gift them 10,000 bits or 100,000. I would love to. That would be amazing, to create that hype and to create that community, create that drive and excitement. That's what we're about, you know, like we want to have fun, you know, and enjoy it.
Dragon Skull do like breaking people too. Have that drop. Dragon got broken a few times recently.
I got broke the other day.
So I got broke. It's been a lot of support,
when
community support for everyone.
Doyish came in and dropped 80 gifted subs on me. I think I said Juicy earlier. I rated Juicy later, and then Doyish then gifted Juicy subs. But Doyish, man, broke me. You're absolutely right. Like I never expected it, you know, because you're doing what you enjoy. And when somebody comes in and does that and say, "Hey, I love what you're doing here, you know, let me show some support." That's huge. I'd love to do that.
Doyish is a monster.
Insane.
Put in your link for your charity, Leprechaun, as well. Whack your link in there. Probably it might not work, but if not, just whisper it to me and I'll put it in there.
Drug, I like breaking people.
Yeah. Oh god. We didn't have a topic in there. Reb said he loves trivia, but we do anything.
Oh yeah. I forgot all about that. Nobody put a topic. All right.
I'm getting a break soon. I need a smoke. I need a
Good
piss.
work. There we go.
Yeah. Do you have a video you can throw up? We can all walk away and take a break, or we can one of us can stay here and talk to chat. It doesn't matter. I mean, come and go.
Yeah, whatever's good.
Questions for kids, teens, or seniors? I'll keep looking. Movies, games. We can, you know, whatever. 100 general trivia questions. Start with what?
I don't mind movies.
Yeah, movies or general, yeah, either.
General, yeah.
All right, let's click on this. I wouldn't. How is that general? I wouldn't know what that is.
Skull's
say
so
it,
wrong.
say it.
He just goes over every time.
Eat some more chips for brekkie, Drug, or what?
Getting some proper brekkie now.
Prince, I need carrying myself, man.
Yeah, you'll do the carrying.
But you carry us.
Here's a TV show question for you guys. You guys got all your alarms ready? Your buzzers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Should we test the buzzers?
Yeah, go ahead and test them out. I want to hear them. Doc, what's yours?
Man.
He's gotten a little raspy. He didn't know. He had to make one up. Grill and Cowboy.
Motherfucker. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate it, Dragon Skull. Appreciate it, guys.
You guys are
Yeah,
awesome.
I love you, man. Thank you
guys.
so much for coming round. They're crazy, them two. They're absolutely fucking nuts.
Sorry, I'm moving my screens around here so I can see everything. All right. First question, pretty easy. It's based on a TV show called Friends. You have all seen it?
Yeah.
All right. It has to do with one of the characters here. What is Chandler's last name in the sitcom Friends?
Bing.
Bing is correct. Good job. Are we going to keep points or let's see.
Only one.
Yeah, I'll do. I'll keep them.
Here's a good question for you guys.
Have you got them, Doc? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give to the winner.
Oh, great. What colors are the Norwegian flag?
Oh yeah. Blue and white
Close.
and yellow.
Close, but nope.
Red.
Anybody else want to chime in?
Yellow. Sure. Fuck off.
Boop.
Grill?
Red, white, blue.
Did you look that up?
No.
It is red, white, blue.
That's a pretty safe guess because so many people have white, blue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say red, white. I didn't know the blue. We're getting close to Sweden without the red.
Even red went blue and white.
The
See,
yellow.
I didn't think there was any red on it. I thought there was yellow. What's that? What's the yellow one?
That one for grill.
Blue, white, and yellow.
2-0-0.
Yeah, one for Grill. Yeah.
2-0-0.
Well, I'm not playing. I can't guess.
2-0-0-0.
All right. So this one, you can either get 1 point for because it asks for the name or the place of where this is, but you can also give me the name of it if you know it for an extra bonus point. So the question is, where would you find the world's most ancient forest?
Man,
Doctor?
what's it called? Was that a bonus point?
Yep.
Amazon?
Incorrect. Wah, wah, wah. Grill?
Germany, Black Forest.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Oh yeah,
Cowboy?
Thailand.
That is incorrect. Not
I'm not-
entirely.
Rainforest or forest?
It just says, where would you find the world's most ancient forest? This is kind of sad because it's in Australia.
No, I was just about to say, meh.
You already answered, bud. You already
Daintree.
answered.
Daintree.
This is
You already answered. It's Daintree Forest north of Kane.
It's the oldest.
That's the oldest.
I've
That's the
driven
most
through
ancient
there.
forest.
Unlucky, boys. Oh, you look shit.
Don't even know about
Rainforest
your own
threw me off.
country.
We're from New South
I didn't say
Wales.
rainforest.
Do you know as well, just as a side note, that's the only place in the world where two natural wonders of the world touch each other. So you got the Daintree and the
Coral Reef.
Great
Great
Barrier Reef.
Barrier Reef. Come on.
I forgot the name.
In what country is the Great Barrier Reef? No, I'm just kidding. That's not. Brazil. All right.
No one got that one.
Nobody. Ludwig von Beethoven was born in 1770 in which city? Osgrillis?
Paris.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
Doctor?
Munich?
Incorrect. Close, but incorrect.
Oh yeah. I don't know where's close to Munich, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna say Berlin, mate. I don't know why.
Frankfurt.
I actually thought that.
Honestly,
It's Berlin.
Oh!
it's not.
It's where? It's Berlin.
Mm.
Do it, LGT dad. Oh my god.
Just on a side note, Reb watches Friends every night in bed.
Oh,
Do
cute,
ya?
Reb. I used to do that
No,
before
Reb.
I was in a relationship.
Yo, where did I just get that?
It's funny you say that because my wife watches it every day too. Does that mean
I
she's
didn't-
not in a relationship?
No, were you down here, aren't you? Down
On my anniversary.
Is it your anniversary?
Oh my
It
god.
was.
Why didn't you say it was your anniversary? We would have done a different day.
Right?
Oh, no.
It's the morning of.
It's the morning.
It's the morning of. The nighttime's the most important.
Oh, shit. Now I feel terrible.
Can't go anywhere with COVID anyway.
All right, you just wait. You just wait. It's not. You just wait. It's not to do with morning.
Sorry, Reb.
Cowboy 1.
What's that, Doc?
Grill 2, Cowboy 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't have any, Doc. I thought you
No.
had one.
Even
Nah,
you,
fl-
you won't get
fl-
any.
He from the forest.
I think
Zero forever.
reading this question, I think somebody asked me about my lights in my case or something. Did somebody ask me about an RBG lights in my case in the chat
The
earlier?
drug said how to get RGB lights in your case.
Oh, they're just little strip lighting LED lights. Or are you saying for me to put them in my case because I don't have them hooked up? Thanks, drug. I should have let that go. He was talking to me the other
Yeah,
day
he's
about
already gone
helping me
too.
hook up my lights.
Say drugs gone eating.
All right. Name the 3 primary colors.
Blue,
Grill?
red, green.
Incorrect.
Oh, red, green, blue.
Incorrect.
What?
The 3 primary colors. Doc?
Red.
Yeah. I think that what you said,
Yellow.
Grill, was correct, but yeah,
Red, yellow,
go on. You had 3 of them.
and blue.
That is what they have here: red, yellow, and blue.
That is their primary.
I'm gonna send them the biggest email. Tell me
they're,
that.
they're primary because yellow when you mix like the two together, you can make all the colors, and two of the others you can make the others. They're the primaries.
Can we not get a view of Doc's screens? I feel like he's looking at something.
Yeah, he's got like seven monitors there.
I'm looking at him and I don't feel like he's concentrating on us. He's looking at
Looking up answers.
He's like red, yellow, top of the line there. Yeah.
Siri, what are the three primary colors? What did Queen Anne die of? Grill?
Dysentery.
Incorrect.
Oh, yeah?
Cowboy?
You should get a head cut off her.
No.
Oof. It's true.
Felt like one of the bitches that got their head cut off.
Come on, Doctor. You got this.
I don't know it, man. I don't know.
I just
A
guessed
stroke.
what it was.
A stroke.
Something so.
Oh, shit.
Come on, Doctor. Reb says as well.
Reb,
That's what I
yeah,
said,
Reb
I
might get this
repeated
one. Reb might get this one before you guys, but you guys might need to be quick because you should know it. What was Britney Spears' first song?
Burnt.
Oh, yeah?
Doctor?
Hit me, baby, one more time.
That's it.
Was that first
Baby-
one?
yeah.
Damn.
Baby, one more time. It wasn't hit me.
It,
It's
yeah.
just
it.
baby, baby.
Sing it. Sing it.
Go ahead, Doc.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
There's one that got a head cut off,
Yes.
Cowboy. Well, there was definitely a bitch got her head cut off, man.
Definitely a bitch got a head cut off.
Someone's got their head cut
Well,
off.
I'm
I know
a
that
sick-
as well.
Someone has.
All right, so this
I
is
like
old.
it how like Reb will get this. They smoke soon.
Hey, smoke. You think
Cypher.
big. Think big. Yeah.
Alien said happy anniversary too.
Oh, thank you very much, Alien. I appreciate that.
I
Thank you very
can't
much.
believe it.
This one is think old and think big. What is the most expensive home in the
Around 5
world?
o'clock. Oh, man, sorry.
What is it or where is it? Meh.
What's the most expensive home in the world?
Meh.
Doc?
Taj Mahal.
Incorrect. Taj Mahal is not a home.
Oh, yeah.
Cowboy?
Oh, fucking hell, I well broke up then. What a nice symphony of all years. Is it it's got to be where Queen lives.
Where does the Queen live, Cowboy?
It's Buckingham Palace.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Hey.
Who's that German we useful for summer?
White House?
That German.
Nope.
That German.
Only me. Well, Reb, I looked over and I saw your name. That's why I said Reb would know. Um,
Damn.
Kodiak Island is in which U.S. state? Grill?
Michigan.
No. Why would you say
Oh,
that?
yeah?
I would never ask you anything that entails you giving me an answer with that word in the sentence.
Michigan.
Who was next, Cowboy or Doc?
Cowboy.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go Alaska. I don't know why, because it just sounds like something.
Oh, yeah,
from
that's
there.
probably better.
Kodiak Island is in which U.S. state? The answer is Alaska.
Oh shit, that's in Canada, isn't it?
No,
You're
that's
right.
Alaska. Alaska's right.
What the fuck is going on?
Cowboy's in the lead with 3.
That little Chinese kid I bought off the internet, it's working.
Alaska should be in Canada, but it got just stripped.
Bruh.
It did.
I'm gonna feed it later.
You gotta feed it later.
Alien was the first to say no.
No. I was just
No.
saying Michigan because there's like lakes and stuff. I was like, maybe they're an island. And then that's where.
What am I on here? I'm on a fucking roll. I'm on 3 now, aren't I?
New Jersey.
What did the crocodile swallow in Peter Pan?
Man.
Doc?
Clock.
That's correct. The croc swallowed a clock.
Interesting.
Top croc.
Team
Doc
Cowboy.
on 3, Cowboy on 3, Grill on 2.
Man, I was
Hashtag
feeling
Team
so good.
Cowboy.
I was the front runner. That's a struggle.
All right. You guys might need to think about this one a little bit. What is the hardest rock? Grill?
I think I stuffed it. Diamond.
That is correct. A diamond.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, it was in Minecraft then. Now we're going to go to Bedrock. It's definitely Bedrock.
Because you can't get through it.
Can't get through that motherfucker.
Here's the fun one. This is good. This is an interesting fact that I'll let you say before I ask the question. But this is an interesting fact that I would remember for the rest of my life. Doc?
I was going to say, isn't the only thing that cuts diamonds? So they use like diamond tip bits to cut diamonds or something, something like that.
You get diamond
crazy.
bit drills and diamond bit like grinders and shit.
I think the only thing that cuts it, because it's so strong, is like other diamonds or some shit like that.
Yeah.
If anyone knows that in the chat, let us know.
It is correct, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Chat, go, tell us. Reb, you know this. Reb got that one right.
Google it, someone Google it.
How many bones does a shark have in their body?
Oh my god, I'm about to play an anteater. Could have got that.
Doc?
None.
None. 0 bones.
Cartilage.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh.
No bones. Let's see.
Whatever.
All right. The fear referred to, and you guys can stop me mid-sentence, but remember, if you don't know the full sentence, you don't know the exact answer.
Remember what happens when you don't listen.
52.
Yeah, 52 for a decade. That's what you do. Don't do that, children.
The fear referred to as arachnophobia indicates a fear of what?
Spiders.
That's correct.
Thanks. What are teeth considered in a shark? Eating tools.
Eating tools.
Oh, I'm missing my football.
Cowboy's missing some tools.
Yeah, I am. I ain't got a tattoo for nothing.
Spiders. What are the teeth considered teeth? I guess they're just teeth.
What does the term piano mean? Grill?
It means a musical instrument which you play with your feet and your hands.
Incorrect. Nice try.
That is correct.
That's what a piano is. What does the term piano mean is the question.
Yeah, that's got to come from Latin, on it somewhere.
Nah.
What's wrong with spiders, guys?
I'm out, but because they love the buzzer. Oh, yeah. I'm out.
That buzzer
Doc,
is
any guess?
sensational.
Nah, nothing.
The term piano means to be played softly.
I'm definitely going after lockdown. I'm going out pianoing some women.
Why don't you piano this skin flute?
Oh!
You disgusting person.
I haven't seen a spider in 2 years, Alien. Okay.
I forget him so much, man.
Shh! Don't tell him that.
We get the fucking two most
My wife,
well
my wife plays me like a piano princess.
Nice and soft, Prince, you reckon? I need my big camera view where I can change it to the big screen for so I'm like, oh yeah.
You need to be played like a drum set.
Wow. Wow. No friction
Sometimes-
burns on him.
Got anything left? Being played like a drum set.
So violent. Okay, I got a couple of good ones here. Another music one. What was Beyonce's first solo album?
Oh, yeah?
Cowboy?
I'm just going to go with all the single ladies.
No.
I know that was a song, but...
Doc?
Was it just Beyonce?
Is that what you're saying? The name of the album was called?
Yeah, you know they have like a self-title, just Beyonce.
Was not. Nope. Grill?
Gold member.
No. I don't.
Gold,
If I was right then, I'm calling
gold.
Member. Foxy Cleopatra.
Solid gold.
So what was it? Come on. Yeah. Queen or Alien should know this.
Why? Maybe Reb knows it.
Women.
Rev
Women
knows a lot of things.
Women love Beyonce. All fucking women.
Anybody in chat know what Beyonce's first solo album was without looking it up?
I don't think anyone's got it because usually there's a few.
Don't even know what her songs are. Me, I mute them and watch the music videos.
Dangerously in Love. Dangerously in Love.
How does that go? Dangerous? No. That's not
One of the songs on the album.
No, it's too late, Alien. He fucked you. He said he's already said the answer. He's not let you have a chance.
They made me
Hey,
say
Twiggy.
it. Hey, how's it
So
going,
Alien
bud?
doesn't like Beyonce. You're good, Twiggy. All good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I don't listen.
All right. Let's take it back. Let's add a little bit of outer space here. Which planet has the most gravity? Grill.
Jupiter.
That is correct. Point for Grill.
Where are we up to with points? So I haven't been paying attention.
Aren't you recording?
Cowboys on 3.
Yeah.
But there was no more guests since then, was there?
No.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
How many do you want to go to? We'll do a couple. We'll do a couple more
I
here.
don't know.
before
I
break,
well
'cause I
thought
gotta
we
pee.
were. I well
First
thought
we
we
go.
were quitting when I thought we
Alright.
were quitting when I was winning, but you know.
Same. But
So we're close to 5 now, right?
yeah, so Doc and I are on 4 and Cowboys on 3.
Alright.
Right, they fucked me somewhere. They fucked me somewhere.
All right, ready for the next question? Could be the last.
Ready to go.
Which country did AC/DC originate in?
Yep.
Doc?
Australia.
What's that?
Australia?
Australia is correct. Yes.
Fucker.
He was like Australia.
I know, real quick. Right?
Just say it probably. Well, what did you say? I meant somewhere else actually.
I was too busy reading fucking Macca's fucking rude chat in those things. Grill's on 2 points like the Dragons.
Oh man.
Paris having their
We
first good year in, what, 11 years and you're having a go? Like, come on.
They love it, don't they? They've been spooned for so long, but as soon as they jump on it, they just jump on that wagon.
She
I'm
doesn't
gonna go
count
use-
anyway with the corona.
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Alright, let's
Yeah.
just have a quick break. I'll put on my BRB
We're gonna have a quick break. We'll be back.
2 minutes-ish.
Hang tight.
I'll be back in 2 minutes. You guys don't have to be.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a quick smoke and a piss.
Same. Not the smack bit, but...
Peace.
My head is melting.
Oh, yeah, be right back. Good shit. Oh, this is fun. That.
It's good, man. I'm doing it.
Hey!
Holy shit. Left it, he said.
Doing well in it, man. Doing good, Chris, man. Doing real good.
Oh my fucking god, did you see that shit? Did you see that?
Good response for the first one, anyway.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's awesome. Do you reckon Grill's got our audio going through still?
No, I don't think so. I hope
So much fun.
You!
not.
Hey, I got him with a gas can.
Yeah, he has.
This is when I think of drug, this is me in my mind and in real life. I'm like, drug, raise the roof. Fucking love drug. Drug.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, I'm out of captions already. Does our audio come
See
through in the
that.
BRB?
Yeah, it does. I've just listened it. Fucking clamp it.
Ironside, motherfucker.
No, we weren't bagging anyone. We were just saying how well it's going and how quick this turnout. It's been great. Fucking everyone's awesome, man.
Tell me the sickness I'm out to. Oh, go grip. Dog grip. Don't get
Holy
She
shit.
comes from down south. Get there. Oh yeah, you gonna get there. You gonna get there.
Oh,
My God, Oz. on your Be Right Back screen, that fucking PUBG video that you have, you can well tell your green screen weren't set up proper on
Time
that.
on there.
You can see the like outline
Got a
of
chance
it
to
where
edit.
it's fucking sat. It's funny. It's like
is
but
one
it's
person.
mad, isn't it, to see like how your streams actually progress.
He's got self revive. Boom. Woo! Hey,
Alien, I know you hear me. I know you hear me. Fuck, they managed to just hear us. It's all good. We didn't
We're back.
bitch out anyone. It's all right. Fucking Cypher, I'm sick of it.
back Cypher.
Fucking Cypher, prick.
Doing some Tim Tam.
No emote money shot. Oh, Tim Tam, give me a Timmy Tammy. Oh, we're back.
We're back. Tim Tam.
Oh, better stop.
Cowboy, you're like over here somewhere though.
You need to tell me we're back, man. I was smoking then.
Oh, I said we were back.
I don't want to smoke on your stream.
We're back. Hey, Zayden Hop, how are you, man? Is it Tim Tams, like chocolate biscuits? They're very tasty. Yeah. Zaydenhoff. Zayden, oh, still sorry. Hoff.
Bad it. Bad
Welcome, man.
Excuse me.
Hoff's got a place close to my my heart. There he is. Relentless, hey, welcome. Nice seeing you.
Not. I want to know when my resub should be coming out for you soon.
Yeah, it's usually around this time.
It's usually with Doctor and Cypher's come out at the same time. I've not seen a mix, Doctor Cypher and Mick, but not yours. I don't know why yours hasn't come out.
Yeah, look at that. It's in there. The Beard Squad. Look at Reb was the first one on it this month. Killing up.
There he is.
Cowboy, yeah, I've saved your spot, Cowboy.
Fucking what?
Right down here.
Right, right above, right above
Right
your.
down here, I'll punch you.
Put him on the back near your ass crack.
The back's got like little dots that's gone through his shirt.
Cypher, it's all right because when I visit him, I'm gonna scribble you off that.
It's gonna be so good. End of the month, I'm hoping.
That's awesome, man.
What do we want to get back into after our little break?
Did you guys want to do a couple more trivia questions? Or do you want to move on?
I don't care. To be honest. What do you guys want? Chat? More trivia or more streaming talk or just
So when you're
Hey.
gifting yourself that sub doc.
I'm gonna have to tear for myself.
Here for myself.
Relentless wants trivia?
Relentless wants trivia, yeah.
And if anybody has any questions throughout the stream about streaming or just in general, feel free to ask any question you want in the chat.
Any question. And a trivia question. If you have a good trivia question, feel free
Anything,
to
ask anything, ask us about us, ask us about anything, ask us about streaming, gaming, fucking everything.
All right, so
That's what we're here for.
right now, if we end it and don't get to 10, Doc gets the gifted sub from himself. If we continue to 10, there may be a different winner.
Go to 10.
All right. The colored part of the human eye that controls how much light passes through the pupil is called what?
Yeah.
Doc?
Cortex?
Incorrect.
Yeah, I want.
Grill?
Iris.
Correct. The iris.
Thought so.
We have a
I was
question.
just about to start singing a fucking song then, and I'm glad I didn't because we'd have been DMCA'd for it, or DCMA'd, or fucking DMYMCA'd. Fucking some twat had jumped out of the fucking corner and gone,
YMCA.
"Oi, you owe me money."
So we got
Oh,
one
yeah,
from we got a relentless question.
Yeah.
So I was leading Tim Tamsin. I have a question. What made you guys start streaming? What's your dream and goals for your channels? Big question. I like it. Straight in.
Definitely willing to go into it here too, but we also have podcasts where we might have missed something in this response
So we
that
do
has
have
those answers in those as well.
the podcast, but we'll answer it right now, obviously as well.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
back to it.
There's
Who
one.
wants
It's the
to
Where
go
We're
first?
Going, isn't it? Where We're Going and our story. Those podcast episodes as well.
I
But
think so, yeah.
it's up there now
Who
anyway.
wants to go first?
Go Grill.
Anyone? Grill?
Alright, so I started streaming because I was playing PUBG a lot, and really I was just doing start broadcast on my Xbox to Mixer, and just had mates who would be working. I'd be home already because I finished early, and they'd just watch it, or you try and do it so you get on they have a thing called it's not called the Hype Train, is it? It's called Hype Zone.
Hype Zone.
So if you're close is like the closest to getting a chicken dinner, the Hype Zone goes into your channel and it usually has like 80 to 100 viewers in it. So you're just trying to chase that everywhere. So I was doing that for a while, and then I started like get a few more things. Like I got a webcam, got a I didn't have a mic then. I got like a 4K monitor, stuff like that. And I was like, might as well actually start doing this. So I started on Facebook and Mixer and Twitch all at the same time, and just whichever one I got to monetization on first, which sounds terrible, was the one I was going to use. And I got Facebook and Twitch the same day, and Twitch seemed the one to be the one that I went with, obviously. And so yeah, I'm here, and goals are to I don't know, just keep growing, keep building community, keep building relationships. One day maybe be able to do it full time, and have to be it's a huge if, and be a lot of growth there. It'd have to be like, this is like years and years down the track probably, but we've got a lot of avenues out there for our growth. So, and obviously I want to build up with you guys. It's a huge goal of mine. That's me personally.
Doc?
Me, I started out streaming. I'd probably say, I've probably never said it before, but I think it was Grill had already started, and I think I decided to start streaming because Grill was doing it, and it just sounded like something interesting. I think there was a massive gap between me and Grill. No, there was a fair bit.
From Twitch, 2 months, but like with Mixer and all that, probably.
Yeah, from original,
a
there
bit
was
more.
a fair bit. And it was really just to try it out. Really, just I was the same. I was streaming direct from the Xbox native and started enjoying it. Started enjoying the interaction between other people and actually playing. I was already playing the games anyway, so why not add the streaming element to it? Mine was never financially motivated. I never really had any idea how much money you could make or anything like that. So it was more so adding another element to my gaming that I was already doing, and then the more people that was popping in and chatting, the more I was getting out of it. So it's more so, I started enjoying that aspect of my gaming that I was already doing. My goals, haven't really set anything. I want to have a solid community. I'd like my numbers, my viewership to be good. Not necessarily subscribers or anything like that. Just a solid base of people that are always coming in and chatting and creating my own little family. Much to what I already have now, but at a bit bigger scale, and then seeing where it can take me. Don't have any massive aspects of hitting partner and actually streaming full time as a full time job. Not in the next however many years, but that's me.
Like it.
So I find-
Cowboy? Me? All right. I got into streaming because I was playing video games, and that was the thing to do. Everybody was streaming their video games, and I had a friend who, his name's PBX Smooth. He's a streamer now, he was streaming then as well, but he had taken a hiatus because he got married. But I asked him, because I knew that he streamed. I said, hey, what's it take for me to become, to stream? And he said, if you want to stream, find a streamer with 10 or 5 viewers and ask them questions. So that's what I did. So I found Grill, and Grill said, if you want to do this, follow A, B, and C. And I did. And it got me to this point. Now, I never really had a desire of what I wanted to do with streaming, because at the time I thought it was just playing video games, until I didn't know what Twitch was. I had friends that watched it. I never really was into it. And I was like, why not? Why not do something? And then I started looking at other people's channels and thinking, how can I take what they have and be more creative with it? Or what do I want to see? Or what do I want people to see when I'm streaming? So, that just started. I like lights, as you can see. I like colors. I could have a green screen, but I chose to incorporate my environment. And then it got to a point where, this is streaming, yes, but sitting down with these guys and brainstorming and dreaming, I like that stuff almost more than I like streaming itself. But my son, he's going to be 13 this year, and he's really interested in streaming. So I've actually taken what I like to do, and I've incorporated into an aspect of relationship with my son. So he loves the game. He loves streaming. So now that I'm learning more about that, that's given me an avenue to connect with my son. And eventually this will all be his. And I'm completely okay with that. This is what he wants to do. I want to do what he wants to do. So that's my drive and my passion behind it.
Awesome.
Cowboy?
Started off streaming on Destiny 2. A couple of mates said it'd be a laugh to listen to the game chat, like what the other teams say when we kill them, what we get up to, what we say, just laughs really, just putting it out there. Until I met a couple of people like Oz and yourself and that, and just realised it can be a bit more. And then started pushing it, getting more tech, kept moving up, growing up, and then we opened Gamers Corner, and we're here today. Goals basically the same as you, like just move on with it, keep building a community. I want to move mine from gaming to cooking. Obviously, I want to have it in the kitchen, so people will be coming to me for cooking, not to watch gaming. There'll be no Call of Duty, there'll be no Apex, there'll be none of that. It'll be literally me cooking.
Because you're taking your passion and you're applying it to your stream.
Yeah, we all know I've got mental health problems that are stopping me from being allowed to work. Like, it's not that I don't want to, it's I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
So why not take something that I love to do that I'm not allowed to do and do it in the comfort of my own home, and just have it out there for people to watch. If they want to come and watch someone cook and have a laugh with, you know where I am.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
So, yeah. Well, thanks for the question. It was a nice question to be asked.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate that. I hope that answered your questions. Again, like I said before, we have within the Discord and on YouTube more videos going into more detail and depth of who we are, and kind of our dreams. And hello, Kitty.
Hey, cat. Thanks, Twiggy. He's off again. The dogs are inside too now. Not in the room this time, but
that's amazing. Handing it to the next generation. That's it too. Like, because of quarantine, and not to get off topic, because of quarantine, I haven't been able to spend as much time with my kids as I wanted to. So it's given me the opportunity to really focus on doing all this down here. And I've done a lot over the past couple months because of quarantine. But now that my kids are allowed to come back, this is something my son is like, wow, I really want to do this. This is fun. And that's means the world to me. He can have it all. I don't even care.
With Cowboys one, I cannot be more excited for it. So it needs to happen.
Yeah.
I can't stop talking about it. It's going to be so good, and it's just such a niche kind of area. And you can have it on YouTube, you can have it on Twitch, you can have it on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everything. And it's just going to be
He can
amazing.
start it on YouTube, making videos in the kitchen, setting up cameras, making videos for TikTok, all those kinds of things. Still doing his stream where he's playing, getting those people to come in, and then eventually once he gets the capability, have
so
that set up.
One cooking stream a week, but you do all this other
Right.
stuff as well, and you can still game.
Yeah.
as well. As you can see, I obviously love food, Reb. So
Well, this is and this is another thing what we were saying before. The people that you've got behind you, it matters. Like I don't have a lot of motivation. I have a good group of friends around me, and not even around me. I mean, in my ears, on the Discord, on my PC. I've got a good group of people, a good support system, and that's why I keep pushing. That's why I'm doing what I'm trying to do, and it's all because of you lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like without you lot in my ear going, nah, shut up, get back to it. You know, stop whinging. You're having a whinge now. We understand, but you're whinging over the top now. Get back to it. Without you lot, I'd probably have shut this shit down a long time ago, sold my stuff, and I'd done with it all. So yeah. It's amazing. It really is.
That's why community is important, Cowboy. Because if you were doing this on your own, how many times would you have walked away?
Well, I would have walked away the once, and it wouldn't have been done. It wouldn't have never been done again. It'd have been over. It'd have been a phase. Do you know what I mean? It would just be a hype thing, done and dusted. When
you have community and friends behind you to encourage you, when you get in those lows to say, nah, man, we can do this. I believe in you. That adds so much to it. And I see that forming within gamers community. You know, I see people kind of rallying around each other, and they have their own little pockets of friends, which is totally cool. That's what we want. We want you guys. If you say, hey, we want to start our own Gamers Corner, do it. Do it. We're still here. You don't have to leave. You don't have to back out of the server. We're not going to be upset. You know, you could stay a part of Gamers Corner and pop in and be like, hey guys, I have this going on in my Discord. What would you guys do in that situation? You know, so utilize that. This is a tool for you guys to build your own communities, to build your own, you know, foundations. If you want to mimic or mirror or do what Gamers Corner is doing, awesome. If you just want to use Gamers Corner as a main hub and have your own individual Discord where your viewers and your friends are a part of, do it. You know, use the tools. We love having you guys a part of what we're doing.
We'll take it as a compliment when you come in and you learn from us and you go out and trying to start your own thing and make it. Well,
yeah.
The fact that we helped you along your way to get there, we take that as a compliment. We enjoy it.
That makes us feel all the more better. It's like people feel like, you know, they come along and say sorry. It's not a sorry. It's a, you know, we're still going to be around. We're still here. You know where we are. We know where you are. We're not going to just disown you. You're part of Gamers Corner, whether you come and go. You know, we've had people come, go, and never come back. We've had people come and go and come back. And, you know, we're here. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Yeah, don't get me wrong. All right, it's nice to see the continual growth of numbers within the community, you know. And so
what you just said.
You're like
parents.
I am a professional parent.
Yeah,
I'm not good at it, but I am a professional parent.
I'm the only one who's not a parent.
Bunch of faces on your parents.
I've never thought about that before, actually.
We will, Twiggy. No matter what, we'll love you. There is nothing. You know,
but we encourage other people's Discords. That's why we have a channel, Other Great Discords. It's there. It's there for a reason. Bang your Discord and let's see what you got, man.
Promote yourself.
Who knows? You might inspire us to add stuff or take stuff away, or you know.
Cowboy Yusuf on COD. That doesn't sound like him.
Yeah, he's clapping little kids all day.
Oh.
Please don't say that again. I've got a daughter I'd like to see after this lockdown.
You're in the video game.
But yeah.
All right, a couple more questions for you guys until we get another question in the chat. Unless there's one there, Grill. Is there another question? Or anything?
Just a few things from Twiggy. Not really questions, but he just said a few good things there. That without the Discord family, I wouldn't be where I am now, which we appreciate. It's not just us, obviously. It's everyone else in there who is doing awesome things.
Yeah.
He said, Cowboy, you should start a Gamers Corner Master Chef. That'd be pretty awesome. You could do it on
Zoom. That'd be good, yeah.
Obviously, once you build your own thing up, you can make it that could be a big thing.
It could be, actually. Like you said, Zoom call, yeah.
That's something pretty cool. By Twiggy there. And then just like your parents. And then No Skills wants to know about monitors, but yeah, Doc's got him and Reb's got him.
But yeah, I'm gonna say that's
Another question: Who was?
Knoxfield.
What was the first game and console it belonged to you? First ever. What was the first ever game or console you got or bought?
Mine was me. Well, my dad had the Sega Mega Drive. That was the one that I first ever played on.
Here we go. Here it is again, Cypher.
Yeah, Cypher's about to get his fucking dingalinger out.
I'll just hold up the controller. Just the original NES I have back here. That was my first game system.
Beer
the only
belly.
thing-
So sorry.
Go ahead.
Where it goes rules and Discord purpose, just hit the emote underneath, like react to it, and it'll let you in, Beer belly. Sorry.
Yeah, for the rules and for the purpose. Yeah, the original NES was my first system, and I still have it. It's kind of like I play it periodically on one of my TVs over here, but it's kind of just a collector's item now. What about you, Cowboy? You said did Sega what? Your dad?
Mega Drive. My dad used to have the Mega Drive, so obviously as a kid we used to play on that sort of stuff, and then it moved up PlayStation 1. Like, who's just said about PlayStation 1 there? Relentless. Was his Rayman on PlayStation 1? Yeah,
Yes,
he's
was Wii
played
Sports.
all that.
Yeah,
But he's about 12, so
Yeah, it's pretty young.
Relentless. I did see your comment earlier. Kate, it's nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your kind comments about.
So you guys can stop running. Hey, man. Welcome. Oh, that was bad. Mine was probably... I could play Sega, but I don't remember it really. So probably the one I remember would be PS1 and CDR, I think. Crash Team Racing. Hey, White Wolf.
racing.
Mine would be, I played some Atari. Don't know where it came from, but me and my cousin Mick used to play that a little bit. First console bought was Sega Master System. That was the one with Alex the Kid and Sonic and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I pretty much owned most consoles, actually except PlayStations, all the way through. So I've had...
Nobody's perfect, Doc.
I had to keep the shit out, so nah. But Master System, Mega Drive, Dreamcast I never had, and then original Xbox 360 all the way through to now on the Xbox X.
I did play the
Very
Atari.
true.
I did
Play the Atari.
If they asked, yeah, I played. My cousin had one. My cousin Frankie had an Atari. I remember playing it as a kid, but the first system I had was the original NES.
White Wolf says hello.
Hello, White Wolf.
And then we've
Hello,
got
White Wolf.
Oh, and he's done a
And
little bitty.
Trippies.
Thank you for the bitty.
Hey.
Trip's here too. Trip was the who Doc
Trip.
rated the other night. He's been active in all
Hey.
streams since then.
Jeez,
amazing.
welcome, Trip.
Twiggy says, if
Twiggy
you
said,
could
yeah.
create your own game, what category of gaming would it be in and why?
If you created a game,
I would create. I mean, me and Lone Wolf were talking about creating a game a while back, but it was like one that would be in our skill level
Current
potentially.
level.
So it's not a game that we would probably pick if we were skilled. But it's like what's that game? Stardew. It's like Stardew Valley, but you're a wizard and you go around creating potions and stuff and making spells and you fight different people and you're like a farmer, but you just grow the stuff that you use for your potions to make spells. That was the game that Lone Wolf and I were going to make. We also had another one called Gamers Corner Snake, like the original Snake game on your phone, and it'd be Cypher's head would be the snake, and as you ate a different person's logo each time, the beard would get longer, like the snake.
that's awesome.
Yeah, but we never got around to making them. That would have been so good.
That would have been. That's
I
great.
remember when you told me about that, you were like, keep it quiet, we're not going to tell him.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Trip. Program it for us. How do you
Trip,
do it? I have no clue
do
about
it,
that kind of
Trip.
stuff.
The Wizard
That'd be
101. Is
so
there a
fun.
game called Wizard 101? I wouldn't have made the game because it would have been.
What would we call it? Cypher Snake or Cypher? What would you call it? What would you call it?
Just Gamers Corner Snake. We could have it to where it randomly picks one of our faces, and then it just throws a beard on. It doesn't have to just be me. It could just
Yeah,
be
I
Gamers
suppose,
Corner
yeah.
Snake. You know,
Throws
and
a
we all
beard
grow.
on it.
That's
a red-
cool.
everybody grows a red
actually
beard.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Dream name would be Left 4
Finally, I get my beard. Woo!
Dead.
The Relentless.
What's
Yeah.
that? Relentless said my
Xbox
dream
game.
game. Oh, that one. Sorry. You go.
Game.
Xbox gamer from 15 until 2019 and bought a PS4. She's in love with it.
Yay! Good for you. That was the smartest decision in gaming that you've made.
Traitor. Yeah, no, that's Star Wars Episode 7 when they see the stormtroopers see Finn after he betrayed him. That's the level of betrayal that I feel for you,
So you're
Relentless.
so you're saying Xbox users are the dark side of the Force,
Well, obviously,
Right.
they're better equipped on
Hey,
the
but-
dark side of the Force, so.
but they don't win. They're not. It
Hey,
doesn't
but-
matter how equipped you are if you don't know how to use the tools you got.
How betrayed do you feel now then? Because I've never watched Star Wars.
I watch that bi-weekly.
I think I'm going to take shit in the comments for this.
Oh man, you've never watched.
I
Star
have,
Wars.
I watched the first one, Phantom Menace.
what's an Xbox? New to me. I think
Xbox.
it's a boss. You watched Phantom Menace. No wonder you didn't continue.
The
I think it's a
doorstop.
Xbox. It's one of them things that we put up on our
It's a
wall. You know,
paperweight.
it's like we
Twiggy
use it
doesn't.
as
Twiggy's unimpressed.
yeah, he fucking would be.
I
wouldn't
can't wait for the new router for you guys. You got the Netgear PS5. You guys saying that? It's
he? It's
gonna-
better
you-
than it's better than the fucking desktop mini fridge you're going to have.
They all look
all
like
look
a router. They
terrible.
all look yeah.
Who
Every
cares
single
what they look like, I
system.
suppose.
This
What
is
about the Nintendo 64?
This is
PS5
fine.
and you can squash your sandwiches down with it.
I'm not going to lie though, my mate did put 2 white envelopes at the side of his modem the other day and was like, I bought the new PS5 already.
I like it. Because PC's hard. The PS5 hardware would be so bad, you could probably actually push it down and make it toasty with it. Dave, what do you reckon? It'd work perfectly.
Yeah. Little handle.
Yeah, mate. I tell you now, once you've installed about 12 games on it, man, it'll blow like a grill as well. You'll definitely be able to make a toasted sandwich on it.
Who asked the question between who started the war today? All right.
I
Have this
reckon-
war every week.
No, all
Relentless's
all shits and giggles aside here, yeah. If I put an untoasted sandwich in between my PlayStation and Cypher's, I reckon it'd cook.
So if you put a piece of raw bread,
Yeah,
I'm gonna put some
Roll-
cheese and a
just
bit of
put a
ham in there.
sandwich. Put a sandwich in between mine and your PlayStation. It'd fucking grill
Thanks
it.
for the host.
I'm telling you, it would, bro. I swear to God, it would.
sometimes I think my table here is going to take off because my PlayStation's on a shelf down here underneath, and I just hear. It sounds like it's going to take off.
I watched a TikTok video the other day. Some guy was filming his fucking TV to get a good clip, and the comments just literally went on fire with people going, "Is that a jet I hear in the back? That PlayStation needs a clean. Somebody out that PlayStation." It would just comment after comment of him getting slaughtered for the sound of his computer.
Any other questions in chat, or should I ask another trivia question?
It's kind of blown up about
Resonated
Hey,
comment.
we've caused
Cowboy and
something in
Star
chat.
Wars.
It's caused some stir up here.
Relentless
It's all good.
God damn it, Relentless.
Relentless is probably done now. He's like, I'm out.
She. It's a she.
Trippers, my PC fan sounded like a 747 taking off.
Turn the gain right down so it doesn't get kicked.
Smoke has a question.
Yes.
He hasn't written it yet. He said, I have a question.
Oh, okay.
Arnold Grills.
This relentless. This is something that is a topic almost every time we sit down and talk. We're always discussing the pros and cons of each individual. Like I willfully will tell them the cons of their system, and they will willfully tell me the cons of my system. So
The only one we have is not having your exclusives. That's our only fault.
It's the only con I've come across.
The only con. There.
52.
50. We actually have a podcast episode, shameless plug. Xbox vs PlayStation, Gamers Call War.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. I've got a PC, GPs, but yeah.
I'm PC.
We've all got a PC, but
I say I can do PC. I plug a controller into it because I can't do your mouse and keyboard malarkey.
I don't have a PC.
This hand does this, and then this hand does this, and it's like.
What's your right hand do?
all the traitors.
Oh.
All traitors.
Well, you need a PC for your stream trip, you know. So I don't know. You can't really call us traitors. I would say.
I need to just grip a drink.
Now, Trip, in my defense, my PC isn't a gaming PC. Mine is strictly streaming. I don't use it for games on my stream.
Doc's got an out too. Then you can't game on yours, really, can you, Doc?
Nah.
So technically, I'm not abandoning PlayStation.
So we won all at least.
You'll get there, Relentless. If it's something you want to work
I
toward,
think
you'll definitely get to
Skull's
it.
doing a PC giveaway, Relentless. You got to win that. Yep.
I think like what Reb says though.
Deceptive. Come on.
PC's the best out of all. Let's not fuck around.
Oh wait, did I miss
PC is the best. Nintendo screwed themselves. They shot themselves in the foot. They could have
Why
been.
did Cowboy
They could have
leave?
been a powerhouse.
Did he leave because he's seen Smoke's question, which was how many years in a decade?
No, he answered it. He answered it.
Oh, that's what. Okay, that's what he said. 52. I thought he was just doing it randomly. Nintendo's
That's true,
best,
Relentless.
bruh. Nintendo's good.
That's right. That's right. Relentless. We all started at the bottom.
Nintendo shot themselves in the foot because they fucking made people exercise to play a game. They fucked themselves once they made the Wii.
If I wanted exercise, I'd go outside and play.
Everyone were like, hang on a minute. I was playing Mario chasing fucking Bowser in a cart a minute ago. Now I'm fucking running on spot like a twat. And my next door neighbour's just gone past and gone like that.
What?
What are you fucking doing in there?
You go.
Only exercise I did.
Yeah.
What's
Just
your
stood there
exercise?
playing tennis.
I made the full Switch PC in 2016. Can't turn back. Controls are weird now. Damn, Drip. So you constantly got the 747 taken off.
Soon as I turn-
Deceptive, I don't disagree with you. Nintendo, nostalgically, is my favorite as well.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. By far, Nintendo nostalgically is the best for me. PlayStation, for my gaming experience, is what I would pick.
Let's do a tutorial on how to get Cypher to copies the RGB. Part 2 of the podcast.
Rug, you're more than welcome to come over. I will provide you with enough smoke, bro.
I was like, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
Enough smoke.
I'll provide you with services.
Look, I have a comfortable chair you can sleep in. I even have a couch right here. You can just face the camera and sleep.
Yeah,
Drugs
I got
like
to see a
your
lot
life,
of
bro.
his lower back. There was a lot of lower back on the show for Drug, wasn't there? Do I get
No
12
traps,
physical touches?
Yes, you will get 12 positive physical touches. Absolutely. I'll give you 13, bud.
He'll also give you the corona. But
We both already had the corona.
And Relentless
good.
was with me.
yeah, drug addict, didn't he? Fucking hell, yeah. I'm glad he's all right.
Yeah, no, I remember at first I was like, he's just sick. And then it got like worse and worse. I was like, ooh. And then he got tested.
Yeah, you're a man, Paulie. You're like, oh yeah, get over it. He's like, no, I've got the corona, mate. You know, it's not.
Got some useless facts for you guys. Useless knowledge. Not
Yeah,
trivia.
Go on, I like this. Go on, I like this stuff because I actually keep this stuff in my mind for some reason.
We'll go back to trivia, but I give some useless facts to you guys and the stream. First and foremost, I don't even know if I'm saying this right. The capybaras. Is that how you say it? The capybaras? It's an animal.
Yeah.
Kookaburra?
Kookaburra,
No.
yeah.
CAPYBARAS were once classified by the Catholic Church as fish and may have been eaten on Lent. And it looks like a weasel.
Yeah, that big old thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, yeah, you're right, Oswald.
It looks. If you look it up
How's
on your
that a
computer,
bleeding fish?
I know, right?
Just
Have
stick it in a pool underwater and see if it breathes, man.
I don't know, man. It looks like a rat.
Yeah, so it's not. Oh, mind you, them rats can swim underwater, can't they?
The zip code, or the zip, ZIP in zip code stands for Zone Improvement Plan. Did you know that? Do you guys have zip codes?
We have postcode.
Yeah,
Well,
we
for
have
your
both,
for your
so-
telephone number, like we have zip codes. Like my zip, no, that's my area code. Yeah, my zip code is 17325
Oh,
for
everyone,
where I live.
look it
So
up.
it's basically
What?
Gettysburg.
So is that like the first part of the number you'd put in? If I was to
Yeah.
ring you, I'd put in.
no. I'm sorry, that I was talking about something different. For your
Oh, right.
address, like on a post note, you would
Yeah,
put
yeah,
your name, your street,
yeah. So
and then
yeah,
your
so
town.
yeah, so our postcode is BX24FA.
Postcodes. Classic Americans, eh? Like, it's already fine, postcodes. Like, it's all good. You know, they
You go on
change
to
it. Zip
you
code.
go onto Twitch, you go onto Twitch, you know that, and they're like asking you to fill out your thingy, and you're like, yeah, put a zip code in. You're like, I ain't got a zip code. Well, you need one.
Yeah,
You can't go past here if you ain't got a zip code. Fucking hell.
accessing backdoor jail. Look at your IP address. He's found you.
I'm done.
Hey, you could just ask.
It's all right. I'll go stand outside my door and wave to you now.
Trip loves, obviously by his name, he loves a bit of a smoking 12 physical touches too, I reckon. So it could be a party for you guys.
Bring it on over. I got a big enough deck in the back of off the back of my house for anybody.
Big enough. Duck.
Yeah, Drug hit 200 subs last night. Had Skull
That's awesome.
17 gifted, Deutsch 41 gifted. Crazy.
That's awesome.
I ain't got a zip code, but I got a zip hoodie. I got a zip hoodie too.
Elvis never performed a single encore.
Really?
So when he left,
he left.
he wasn't coming back. Hence the phrase Elvis has left the building.
All right.
Wow, that's
That's
cool.
interesting.
I like that one.
I like that one.
He
Yeah.
just couldn't be fucked. He's just like, fuck,
I'm done.
get me a cheeseburger. Let's go.
Cheeseburger. The grandson of the woman who designed Hitler's bunker designed Saddam Hussein's bunker.
Oh wow, he needs. No.
That family needs. Family's not having a good time.
They're all
That
about
guy-
bunkers.
Honestly, that guy is. You lock someone like that up, don't you?
What?
Saddam.
Guy making the bunkers, man. He's not making them for just anybody, is he? He's picking his fucking characters in.
Mhm. He knows who wants the protection.
But
of
then
his-
who wants a
Yeah.
who
Think
wants a
about it, though.
bunker?
You're a maker of bunkers. That's your whole clientele.
You're gonna have like some.
Dictators that need it.
You're not gonna
Oh,
like
think about
Jacinta Ardern or something. Ardern from New Zealand. She's like the best leader ever. She's not gonna do a bunker. So like, it's only gonna be pricks.
Pablo Escobar, they're like that.
Wasn't someone
Maybe-
in their bunker last few weeks?
Bunker
Just type
maker
in
since
bunkers in
1856.
Google. Bunkers Are Us comes up.
Bunker making since
Go to his
1856.
website. All traffic to him. Hi mate, Saddam here. Interested in a bunker.
Check you could ship it out into arse end of nowhere.
And they're like, I
So
do you have any reviews? And they're like Hitler's review there. And,
my bunker
Oh.
started leaking about 3 months in. I've created a spider. It's created a spider and mold issue, and I can't seem to get rid of.
we've got way too
Just get, a
involved
phone,
in this.
just get a phone call like, I'm locked in my bunker. How do I get out?
Lighting in the
Communism
tunnel.
bunkers.
Lighting in the tunnel is insufficient.
I'm looking in the chat. Communism bunkers here.
Okay, so
someone put bunker maker since 1856.
New bunker, who dis?
Who So you guys all know who Yoda is, correct?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Cowboy
Cowboy
probably
doesn't.
doesn't.
He's that. Fuck off. He's that little goblin thing, isn't he?
How dare you? It's the Grand Master of the Jedi Order. Ah.
Nah, he's that little Play-Doh looking thing, isn't he? Yeah, I know which one you mean, man.
Did you know the person who did the voice for Yoda also did the voice for Miss Piggy?
That sounds about right. Did you say
The only reason I know about
Did
you.
you see this? In trivia
just read
chat,
that.
Osama messed up.
You got the wrong guy. That's a bad review. Osama's getting broke into, and he's in there like writing a review. Do not use this bunker maker.
Google 1 star.
Grab the bunker now. Get 45% off if you're voucher.
Yelp review. It's shit. They caught me.
I'm ringing that number.
Well, it didn't really work out for any of them.
Nah, no one with a bunker's had a good time.
Oh, they all got fucked, didn't they?
Don't
I
the
didn't.
Americans have like
Didn't
this
ever get-
missiles that go
Didn't it-
through to the bunker?
The bunker buster.
Bunker buster, that's the one, yeah.
Didn't Hitler get his mate to shoot him or something like that?
But shot himself, didn't he?
Bunkerreviews.net. Fucking hell. It's come up with a link as well. My God.
This is too good. I tried to use shitter. 17-6 done, shot me in the head. What head?
Right. Which one?
Either way is disastrous.
Shot in the dick. Can everyone stop getting fucking shot?
Here's a cool fact.
Busters.
Bunk busters.
Good call.
Oh.
We've set some off here.
In
My green screen's having
1989,
a right western.
in 1989, the Soviet Union traded Pepsi Company 17 submarines, a cruiser, a frigate, and a destroyer for Pepsi to be sold in the Soviet Union. This trade made Pepsi the 6th largest military power in the world at the time.
And they didn't take on Coke, like, with their military power? Like...
White Coke out of existence. Pepsi like, fuck you, we've got submarines, you dickhead.
We ship our Pepsi via submarine.
Oh my god.
It's cheaper than trucks.
17 submarines, a cruiser, a frigate, and a destroyer. That's crazy.
This
Putin definitely
episode
had
of
something to do with that.
What'd they do with it all?
They wouldn't have drank it because it's terrible.
There you go, you started off another one.
No, I mean, what did
Bad
Pepsi do with all
All
their...
right, I clicked on the link because it had a little tag
Pepsi
and it
sign
says six.
RPG.
It says 6th largest military power. I clicked on the link, and it says, it goes without saying that all the big things start small. The multi-billion-dollar deal that Pepsi Company had with the Soviet government featuring Pepsi, vodka, and submarines also started from that small sip of Pepsi that is captured here in this photo, and it gives a photo of
Some Soviet dude.
Richard Nixon, Soviet people, all that kind of stuff. And then it goes in and it says in the midst of the Cold War, when the Soviet premier guy visited the United States. And it goes through, it gives this whole thing, like they really traded submarines and to become, and then it goes down to the Cola Wars and it talks about Coke and all that kind of stuff. That's crazy.
The Cola Wars. So
The
Pepsi
Cola
backed the
The Great 89 Cola War.
The Cola War of '89.
It's a war that I've never heard of, and it's amazing. That's so good.
He's got all these frigates and submarines and Pepsi versus Coke out in international waters taking each other on.
Oh,
I'm telling my kids about this when they get older. You watch.
I'm fucking done. That shit is so good.
I feel like that the Soviet Union, that's all they have to trade is vodka and submarines.
Yeah, and
Appreciate
Crazy.
you hanging around so long, Rev. That's great.
I know they do. Nah, the Russians do a cracking gun,
Hey.
don't they? The AKs are banging.
Yeah,
them.
Cheers.
Yeah, they do a good.
Reb's out. Reb's going home.
See you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Peace out, Reb. Thank you for staying around, man.
World
Whole
War
Pepsi.
Pepsi. And higher
It's
up,
gonna be the new.
Trip said 2020 still has potential for a Cola War.
Going from COVID to
Try
Cola.
one thing that isn't vodka or pee. Oh, vodka Pepsi.
Yeah, I appreciate this stream, mate. My
Appreciate you, Relentless.
I'm glad we can make it day, mate. Thank you for coming round. Russia
Yeah.
trying one thing.
Maybe
That is
that's
a
why they like
pop-
Pepsi
pop-
so much, because it tastes like pee.
Yeah.
Sometimes I crave Pepsi after I've been drinking Coke for ages.
Really?
It's not
Yeah.
the worst thing of all time, but it's
I go off Coke and then I go back. I'm not drinking any of it at the moment, but
I've got
sometimes
a
I just
list right
crave.
now. Tastes like nothing because of those Haribo things I had.
I'm drinking fucking
Later's
apple
drug.
mango water.
Got him.
Struck.
Lurky jerky. Jerky
Well,
lurky.
it's
I'm happy you
turkey.
weren't. I'm happy you weren't jerkying.
Yeah.
On your stream when you're asleep because that'd have been terrible. Pepsi hurts my tummy. Dr Pepper. Maggie once bought a case of Dr Pepper from a shop where they sell American stuff. It was like $100 for 30 cans. I was like, Maggie, what have you done? I was like, it's not even alcoholic.
It's not even alcoholic.
You get Nelson's for that.
I know. And then she didn't even drink them. I drank them. She had like 3 of them.
No,
I
it
had
tastes
all
like
of them.
fucking. It tastes too much like medicine.
I would.
By the end, I started liking it. At first, I was like, oh.
I would love to try. Foods.
Mags and I are soulmates.
I shouldn't have said
I'd like
that.
to try foods from different parts of the country, different parts of the world. That'd be awesome.
Right, well, we're going to do that, aren't we? This is what we've been
Fair
talking
enough.
about. Yeah, everyone in stream, we're going to do this. Put in some suggestions from wherever you're from of foods we should put into care packages that we can send to each other
Yeah, let's do
and
that.
open them on another podcast that we're going to do live. So
That'd
we
be
want to try and get a nice care package for each and get them all sent off and then open them.
So I would send stuff from America to you and to the Aussies. The Aussies would send Australian stuff to you and to me, and you would send European stuff to the Aussies and me. And then we would all try the different cultured foods on stream. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. On this now, we'd do a podcast and we'd just segment a part of it where we could open the care packages and like.
Now I need to know what you guys don't have. Remember,
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
The exact thing going. Yeah.
I would imagine you guys have like mainstream stuff like Hershey's bars and that kind of stuff.
Don't send us
Yeah.
Hershey.
Yeah, we've got Hershey's now and that.
We have
you know,
Cadbury,
Reese's and stuff.
Cadbury chocolate. It's like huge for us.
I'm just gonna say your best shit that we don't have, so you send over all the good shit that I do like already.
Because
I've
because
never had
Doctor's
this.
gonna be like, just send me a box of them jalapeno Cheetos, man, and I'm good.
In a case of we don't have Budweiser.
And these
it
chocolate
can't.
is
It obviously
from the
can't be
UK.
liquid.
We don't have.
No.
We don't have Bud Light.
Relentless.
You're not missing
Cadbury's
anything.
chocolate if from the UK.
That's another can of piss. Both of those are.
the UK Cadbury's.
Green pot noodles. What is that?
Where are you from, Relentless?
Chicken and mushroom
From,
pot noodles.
Ireland, Northern Ireland, I think she said. Yeah, from Ireland.
Oh, you can't beat that accent. Honest to God.
It is
The
a,
Irish
it is a
accent
cool
is
accent.
mint.
though.
It's so good.
Northern
Nim
Ireland,
Nams?
Northern Ireland.
What are Nim
yeah. I'll
Nams?
send you a
Is
Tim
that
Tam cipher. I'll send you a packet of Tim Tams.
Tim
Yeah,
Tams?
you get some Tim Tams, lad.
Have you ever had that?
Still
Calvin?
talking, baby bear.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Do you know what a penguin is? Not the animal.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what a penguin food
No,
is.
the penguin.
animal.
The
I'm not
penguin
sure.
bar.
No.
No.
No, it's basically one of them, but it's called a penguin, and it has a joke on the thingy. And the advert used to be a penguin, and then it'd chuck a biscuit at somebody and go pick up a penguin.
Fine.
Relentless just wrote that before you said it.
What? No,
He wrote
no
it just
way.
as you
Yeah,
said it.
there you go.
Is that better? Go.
That is
Damn.
amazing. Jesus Christ.
Pick up a penguin.
Honestly,
Tim Tams are
That's
fucking great. Trip nose Tim Tams. We'll just call them Tams now. I don't want to offend. Tams. Beautiful biscuits.
What do you mean
Can we make
a
sure I
fan?
got
Did I miss it?
Whatever.
whatever.
Double, you get double choc. You can get heaps different flavors. I'll just send the originals. Mint. Mint. How goes a mint? You have mint slice? Oh my god,
Yeah, I love mint slice.
so good. It's like
What's mint
mint,
slice?
like
Like the
minty
drink
chocolate.
slice?
That's
Oh.
like a little biscuit. That's like minty on the inside, chocolate on the outside, and
Like an Andes, probably.
yeah,
an Andes
whatever,
mint.
whatever that is, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what do we? What
Whatever that is, I guess.
My older bro come back with us from Australia, along with a boomerang to kill some roos. I should say, I got some mad boomerang skills, man. Trip, like,
Grill has a pet root.
Just fucking grill underlying
Well,
Aborigine. or
Philip,
something like
I haven't
that.
seen Philip in a long time because we had to open the gates when the fires come, so Philip could get out. So
Have escaped.
I don't know where he is. Don't know.
You know, I got a heap at my house.
Burn.
Deer.
Deer. Really?
Heaps of deer, man. 8 the other day on my front lawn.
Fuck.
A what?
Deer.
Here we have like whitetail or
Yeah.
Nah, they're different. They're called rooster deer. They're different than yours.
okay.
But they eat all the flowers and all the freaking shit. And then I open the front door, it scares them. They go running down the street like fucking reindeer.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Click, clop, click, clop, click, clop.
we have them on bypass down here. The amount of cars they've totaled is unreal.
For a fanny pack to
Yeah, they have to cull them here because of the same reason.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have it over here.
They're just
doing
pushing
same
down
thing.
further into the residential.
Oh, we
Yeah.
actually have a kangaroo podcast episode coming out. I don't know if you guys remember we did that. We talked about
Yeah, I
kangaroos.
remember that
We talked
one.
about kangaroos for 20 minutes. And I was like, let's
lot
make
of
this
cool-
an episode. Yeah.
But the kangaroo's got muscles, bro. He's flexing. He's like, check these aren't me.
Who?
The
That kangaroo, that Arnold Schwarzenegger kangaroo.
Oh, Big Red, yeah. There's so many of
Yeah,
them. So many of them.
fucking monster, him, man.
Do people get beat up by kangaroos in Australia on the regular?
Not
Bro, have you
really.
not seen the video of the guy that's got to go and rescue his dog because the kangaroo's got it
Yeah,
in? And
that's what I'm talking about. Is it like does that happen more often than not?
They just shoot
They
them. They just
does.
shoot them.
Yeah, they shoot them, but they're pretty. You don't want to fuck with them. They're big.
And usually they just run off as well, or hop
You
off.
seen them motherfuckers go, man? I bet you that kick's like being kicked off a fucking horse.
Did you know that a kangaroo
Uh.
cannot independently move its legs?
Yeah. That fact's on the
It
podcast.
can't
Kangaroo
walk.
Jack.
We touched on it last time, Cowboy. I got booted in the fucking chest by one.
Did you?
Fucking nailed me, man.
It was like being kicked by a mule or a horse,
Kicked me
probably.
fucking 6 feet and landed on my back. We chased one when we were young and pinned it in like this corner, and it had nowhere to go, and it literally we like got up to it, and it just went on its tail and just fucking kicked me straight across the fucking chest.
Did you have bruises?
Nah, it was just like a big fucking red mark right across my chest.
Got your ass kicked by a kangaroo. Yep.
Oh, fucking bro. My God.
Broke him.
Fuck me, man. Fucking kicked me 6 foot back on my back.
Was Mick there?
He might have been. No, I was with a guy, James's family. Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Cowboy just hit 400 followers. Followers?
Hey.
Oh,
I'll start.
guys are amazing, man. Love you all.
Yes, that's awesome.
You fucking legends. Honestly, they've been toying with me. Twitch has been toying with me. I've been like 498 and then I 398 and then I dropped back down to like 370 odd and then back up and then back down.
Pipe.
But I appreciate all that. Thank you very much, people. Oh, that fucking hurt my chest. That did. Laughing like that.
I have another cool fact for you guys. Ready?
Hit me.
When the first Star Wars came out, France was still using the guillotine to execute people.
Really?
When the
Oh,
first
I
Star
thought
Wars
true or
came out.
false. That's a true.
No, that's
Not
that's
trivia.
I was about to go.
what would you have said?
I said true because this sounds so outlandish. Like, why would you say it's false?
Well, sorry, what was that? What happened?
When the first Star Wars came out, France was still using the guillotine to execute people.
Fucking hell.
What did no skills, eh?
Guillotine's better than hanging them, though.
Reminds me of Woody from Mrs. England. I know who you mean. One of the best shows ever.
It is said that approximately 17% of the total surface of Sweden is covered by blueberry
Hey,
bushes.
Sage.
Really?
That's what it said.
I like Trippy's comment though. Would you rather that or the electric chair?
I'd rather guillotine the electric chair. I
Yeah.
reckon. Actually, can you live a bit after your head gets chopped off? Or is like instant? Oh, you wouldn't
I
know.
don't- Even if you do, I don't think you'll remember it.
Maybe. Does it matter?
Well, wouldn't you just want it to be instant, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want to sit there as a head looking at your body.
Kind of looking up. You're looking up. You're like, how long is this going to take?
I don't know. Do you die instantly with the electric chair? You probably do. I don't know.
I don't know.
I imagine there are instances where people haven't. I don't know.
Guy in the Green Mile didn't.
What's that? What we're talking about now?
Your head is
Fucking hell,
alive
I
for a
lost
couple
again.
of milliseconds. Oh, that's alright. I bet those milliseconds take a long time as your head's falling. Be nasty.
Nah, you know if you have your, how weird is it that and all this? But apparently, if you have your throat cut, it's meant to be like the euphoria of taking like just thousands of LSDs for like 7 seconds, and then it's all gone, over, done. How mad's that?
Oh, that's interesting.
Pretty mad.
7 seconds of like being tripped out of your fucking box, and then you're gone.
That's probably you either going to, if you believe in an afterlife, maybe how would they know though? They just can probably register how much is being pumped, but that doesn't mean that is being
That
felt
is a big
or seen.
yikes. That's a yikes. That whole thing from Galway. Just yikes.
Yeah. Some expert animals believe that there are more tigers held in captivity in Texas than in all of the world's wilderness combined.
Doesn't surprise me, Carol fucking Baskin. Killed her husband. Whacked.
Whacked him.
Don't
It makes
tell me
dying more
why it
bearable.
didn't happen.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Like up until a certain time, you could just have fucking tigers over there, no questions asked.
Look at who's that boxer?
Mike Tyson.
Thanks.
Tyson?
Have you
Mike
seen
Tyson.
how fit he's looking lately?
He's getting back into
He's
it.
getting back
He's
into it.
fighting.
He comes
He's back
back.
into. He's fighting again.
If he comes back, he's gonna hurt somebody. In.
He's my favourite of all
Did
time.
you hear the reason he come back? Did you hear his quote of why he come back? The gods of war have reignited his passion.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody talks like that.
Carol Baskin knows.
Not unless you want to go and fuck someone up.
Trip. There's also in the Amazon jungle you can actually schedule and pay for DMT trips and sessions.
Yeah. Joe Rogan does it a lot.
Yeah, and so they say that DMT really accentuates your dream life and helps you like
Yeah,
get stuff like
I've never
figured
heard of
out.
that before.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be really, really good
Yeah.
for you to just. It like let's say it's just like letting everything go like completely, like a reset button sort of thing.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan said
and-
Joe Rogan can't speak bad of it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff out there that, and I mean I feel like society has muted what we call drugs, for good reason, protecting people and protecting things. But I think that they have demonized it, and some things natural I don't think should be demonized as opposed to synthetic. I think definitely should be, monitored and restricted. But something that's natural, yeah, you can't just pick it up and smoke it. It's actually, yep, that's ayahuasca. Yep, it's a leaf and a root that they mix together. If you had one apart from the other, you would not have the reaction. The ayahuasca
Salvia.
leaf.
Salvia, that's another fucked up fucking thing. Comes from the sage plant.
There's some dog shit
What
on
can-
there, Relentless. I haven't watched it, but there's some dog
That
shit.
salvia is ruthless. I took that and I kid you not, man. I was stood talking to my dog in my bedroom for about 10 minutes. And then I proceeded to roll around outside in the garden like a sausage. Trust me, man. That shit fucks you up, man. If you're not ready for it and you're not mentally ready for it, it will mess you up. Something rotten that.
It's like flocka.
Don't know what that is.
It's a drug that was kind of like bath salt stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah. That stuff that them zombies walking around eating each other's faces and shit. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got it all here in America, man. Good times, bro.
I'm keen, man. Everything.
You want an attraction? I'll find you an attraction. Just come to America. There was a Roman emperor named Pupienus Maximus, pronounced Pupienus. So the spelling is Pupienus.
What
But
was it? Did you say?
Poopy anus Maximus.
No, but what? A Greek what?
A Roman emperor.
A Roman emperor. You
Yeah.
know he become an emperor because of his name, don't you? He got bullied as a kid in. And he's like, I'll show you. Watch what I'm gonna do.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Self promo.
All
right, so
plus attraction.
here's a couple trivia questions. Actually, can I go pee again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
Again. So he does me every time.
He slammed you last time, didn't he?
Yeah, and then I come back and was editing the videos, and he guys slammed me for a couple minutes. I was like, ouch.
Relentless attraction.
At least make him emperor.
I wasn't saying that. What was he saying about finding
Poopy
him?
anus Maximus.
He's making him emperor. His name literally means asshole.
Killed her husband, whacked him.
Oh, I've got it stuck in my head now, man.
Same. It's all over.
That was a messed up documentary, that, weren't it?
Ugh. Shocking.
Like his mate went and his husband went and fucking shot himself.
Can't convince me that it didn't happen.
Fed
Carol
into
Baskin.
tigers, they hacked him.
They snapped.
Carol Baskin. I watched so many songs on that and fucking TikTok.
Cowboy Cypher's gone to the toilet. Felt so violated. What was slavery? What did I miss? Was this about the show? I didn't watch it.
Oh, right, yeah, what they were doing to what
The bolt.
fucking Joe
Oh,
Exotic how he
bath
was
salt.
having them. Yeah. It was
Rude as bath salt zombies. I don't want to watch that documentary. Stuff that. Damn.
why what have I missed here?
Bath salt
There's a Vice documentary on bath salt
zombies.
Oh. Yeah, fucking I've watched a couple of them Vice documentaries. They get real deep into stuff then.
Bath salt zombies sounds like fucking real ice truckers or something.
It does, doesn't
It's
it?
Watch a new episode of Bath salt zombies.
Coming soon on Vice.
The thing is, it's like how are the kids getting onto them in the first place? Like, what is going on?
It's 2:47 a.m. Smoke. My alarm goes off in 4 hours and 3 minutes.
Remember when everyone was breathing in the spray paint?
Oh yeah.
That's why Bunnings and everything, all our hardware stores, it has all the fucking paint locked up.
Yeah. Safi, you're muted.
Because people are huffing it.
Yeah,
Yep.
people have it. Rubber Ducks DLC. Zombies Voyage of Despair Bath Salts Edition. That's great. Any of you use the new SMD or Modern Warfare? Which one's that?
Yeah, the Fenix are fucking
Fennec.
monster.
I haven't found it yet.
And yeah, the CR, what is it? CR36 or something like that, CRX or something like that, whatever it is, the new
Galil.
assault rifle, that's a monster as well.
It's the Galil.
Yeah, it's metal look like,
Gorilla.
yeah, the real one.
Gorillas.
They took out
It's hard,
plunder.
man. It shoots sevens, that thing.
They took out plunder.
Yeah, I took it onto hardcore, that Fennec and the new assault rifle. Absolutely demolished it, man.
Nice, Twiggy. How many noses does a slug have?
It's got to have about 60 on it, the ugly little bastard.
Any idea?
12.
Go on.
A slug.
One of them.
Two. Two. Has it got two?
That's
It's
gotta
got
be
4 noses.
Oh,
4
fuck.
noses,
4 noses, just in case you didn't spell it the first time.
I guess. All right, a couple questions here.
Jump on with me.
Pretty easy. What is the sweet food made by bees?
Honey.
Honey.
Correct. On a common ladybug, what color are its spots?
Red and black.
Black.
Red black.
No, just black.
Oh, black spots, yeah, but it is red
Nice
and black.
spots.
52.
Brr.
How many legs does a lobster have?
Lobster.
6.
What?
6.
A lobster, yes. 6 is incorrect.
4.
What, do you count? No, do you count its? Are you counting its big old fucking?
Mm-hmm.
4? Oh, well, it's 8 then, isn't it?
Nope. 10.
10.
It
10.
has 8 walking legs and 2 larger claw legs.
There you go.
I only had
Fucking
6 walking legs.
Don't come and watch the Cowboy Cooks. He has no idea what he's going on
I
about.
will not be cooking lobster.
Yeah,
You've
you
got
asked
some
me
kind
to
of
cook
crowd.
lobster, I'm gonna ban you.
Insta ban.
No, because now I'm wondering if a crab's got 4 legs.
Crab's got 6 legs, isn't it? It's an arachnid. Wait, arachnid's 8.
Hey,
52. Okay, man, we'll just go straight to that.
lobster's definitely not on the menu.
Oh, shit.
Fucking knife.
Lobster has
Surprise of it.
6.
Hang on, before we go any further, Trapeze got to go.
Oh, Trippy. Okay,
Oh,
sadly I
yeah.
had to go. I'll be looking out for you guys when I'm back.
I appreciate you, Trip. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks so
Yeah,
much.
man. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the
dropping by,
follow.
man. We appreciate you coming in and staying and chatting and asking questions.
Yeah, man. It's fun.
See you, my man. Appreciate you.
What do you call a group of giraffes?
I heard.
Nah, bro, it's gotta be fucking a pack of straws.
Be some weird shit like a fucking murder of crows or some stupid name.
Murder of crows. It's a tower. They call them a tower. It's a tower. There's a tower of giraffes.
giraffe.
Fuck, a bunch of long necks. I like that one. That's what I was
A
thinking. Yeah.
bunch of long necks. I like a bunch of long necks. Get in me.
3-pack.
Are worker bees male or female?
Male.
A male. Oh no, are they a mix?
They're nothing.
Or are they nothing? Do they not have a gender? Bees don't have a gender.
Except for the queen.
What does Relentless say in chat?
Female.
Female. Are the worker bees female?
Yeah.
Jay,
Wow.
Doc,
Fucking
when we
hell.
used to go into Wollongong Wednesday, Thursday nights for like uni nights, and we'd get a 3-pack of long necks for the way down every week. It was great. And you got to finish the 3 long necks by the time you get to Wollongong.
Oh,
The,
cool.
bee-
3-pack of soldiers.
Yeah, bad times.
the bees have figured out better life than we have, man. Right, fucking
Why? 'Cause they
women,
got
want equal,
working?
women want equal rights. Watch this. You'll all work.
Wow.
Hang out, man.
What is the
Find
largest
out
planet in
about
our
that.
solar system?
What's that?
What is the largest planet in our solar system?
I'm not saying because I'm fucking tired.
Jupiter.
Sun.
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Relentless got it right.
I'm
You got it right,
keeping
Relentless.
track of this.
That's because I'm Jupiter.
Oh no,
you
we're
meant-
we're just
I was going to
following
say
the
nobody's
pattern.
been using buzzers.
We're just
So
riffing.
We're just we're just.
Jupiter has the most gravity, which means it has the biggest size.
Which
Yeah.
planet has a day that lasts almost 8 months on Earth?
oh, don't know.
Mercury,
It
no.
would be. It's Neptune, is it? No. New Neptune? Uranus.
Excuse me?
Relentless said Uranus. Uranus
Uranus.
said Uranus is the biggest.
Uranus is the largest.
Jupiter is the largest, and Venus
It's
has
an 8-month day.
one Venus day is 8 months on Earth.
Damn, they have a slow spin cycle, that thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Could you imagine that going to sleep when it's looking just about to go day and night time and like waking up an hour, like 6 hours later and being like, hang on a minute.
Where did the
Right.
What if
Where
I'm
did the
a
Olymp- Go ahead, Jay.
Smooth legs.
What if I'm a flat earther? Does it check?
You get booted.
When I
When I think of Venus, I think of smooth legs. Yeah, that was like Venus. Baby, she's got it.
That was the shaving ad, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Just race.
I'm your Venus,
I'm your fire,
your desire.
Oh god.
I love it.
Where did
Switch
the Olympic Games
things.
originate?
Greece.
Correct. How many
Oh,
rings
what
make
was
up
it?
the Olympic rings?
5.
We got you.
Bonus. Name the 5 colors.
The same
Red,
goals as
yellow.
the pride.
Blue. Black. Red, yellow, green, blue, black.
Correct.
Nice. One ring to rule them all. And in the darkness.
Saruman.
And what? Now listen closely. Listen
Wait,
closely.
Drug forgot something. 1 minute.
Oh, you sleep?
Did you forget to
No, he
post
got- he
me
got enough
post a
of that.
video of how I need to set up my RBG?
We're all sitting tense now. Like.
Look at us.
We need
What
Prince
sport
here for
do
this.
you-
Get him played by the drums. Anyway, go.
What sport do you use a wooden ball and a mallet?
Polo.
Croquet.
Crockett.
Rocket.
Crockett.
Davy Crockett.
Don't they use it in polo though as well?
I use stuff.
Use it in polo as well?
Polo, you just need a horse as well, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So polo could be as well.
Yeah, polo. I think I was right on polo.
Mm.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Let's see how much you guys pay attention to me.
Oh,
Can you name the largest chocolate manufacturer in the United States?
Hershey's.
Hershey. That is correct. Bonus.
Now
In
the one
which
with
state
full
can you find the city of Hershey?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. It's about
Listen
2
to
hours. I love you, girl. I know you all do. I talk about Hershey's all the time.
You do. You're obsessed.
I like it. It's
Tasty.
crack cocaine in chocolate form. It's great. It's good stuff. What school did Harry Potter attend?
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts.
On which hand did Captain Hook have his hook?
Right.
Left.
Damn it.
Left. Whoever said left was correct.
Those two. sound
Cowboy.
left. Oh, just cowboy.
What type of animal is Baloo in the Jungle Book?
Bear.
Monkey.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Who lives in a trash can on Sesame Street?
Oscar.
Oscar.
All right, getting them brain vibes flowing. How many nights is Hanukkah celebrated?
Not. Is that Jewish?
Yep.
2,
5.
3.
4, 1,
7.
10.
What, did they just have a night? Is it a week?
We don't really
Because
have. There's not many Jewish people in Australia.
No.
I don't even know one person who's Jewish.
I mean,
Well, I think
I know
it's
people who are Jewish, but I don't have I mean, there's it's so
That's
diverse
racist.
that.
I could easily go into Sydney and not see a Jewish person.
Wow.
Easily.
8
There you
8 days.
Hanukkah. Relentless said bear. See, she's on the same page.
go.
as me.
Relentless has got it going.
What is the highest grossing holiday movie of all time?
Home Alone.
Oh, yeah, we're just about to say, yeah.
Are you serious? Like that? It was it. Home Alone.
Yeah, yeah. It can't
Wow.
not be. It can't not be.
And that was a childhood favorite, man. My son still loves to watch that movie, and he's almost 13.
Watch it with my daughter now.
Even as an adult, if you don't want to kick your house out like Macaulay Culkin did to stop them getting in, even as an adult, I don't want to know you.
Macaulay Culkin was trending on Twitter yesterday and he made a post. He tweeted and said, "Why am I trending? Did I die again?"
Did I die?
Like they reported him dead a few times now.
Yeah.
Well, he looked walking dead at one point.
You know what I watch religiously at Christmas too? Die Hard. Yep. Die Hard's my Christmas movie, man.
It's a Christmas classic.
Gotta watch The Grinch as well. Grinch has got.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Maggie has to watch The Grinch or it's all over. She likes this one. It's called "I'll Be Home for Christmas," and I hate it because we just watch it every year like 3 times. Ugh, it's the worst.
Oh, 1 second. You can come down, sweetheart. They can't see you.
I can see. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Put your face on the stream.
Has he just been bought food?
I think so. Polar Express. I haven't seen that in a very long time.
Polar Express.
Oh my god.
That's the digital Tom Hanks.
Is that like
or egg and-
is that a
We
bottom?
used to watch.
Egg and cheese McMuffins.
Me and my sister used to watch one as when we were kids. It was called The Teddy Bears That Saved Christmas. It was only a short one, a really short. I think it was only 15 minutes long,
Yeah.
and it were proper mint. It were wicked. That always, anytime I see that come on, I'm like, oh, it's Christmas.
I loved the California Raisins Christmas special that they did. You were talking about The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. There's a song. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas song was redone by somebody, and they made it into like a heavy metal song, and it sounds so awesome. I'll have to send you guys the link in the Discord.
There's
Awesome.
a guy on YouTube, if you're into that sort of stuff. He does.
Snowman. I don't know that one.
He goes into his daughter's bedroom and he uses all her like a little pink piano and a little pink guitar, and he does "Let It Go" in a punk rock on all her little instruments. Like he sat on a tiny little stool at a little pink piano, at a little pink keyboard and that, and he's just fucking jamming away. It's so funny.
Smoke wants the link as well.
The Snowman's a good one.
I haven't seen that. Alright, guys, I feel like we should wrap her up. What do you guys?
Yeah, it's getting late for you guys over there.
Yeah.
You got to work in the morning.
We gotta work a few hours.
Any final questions or anybody wants to know anything? Before
No,
we
sorry,
go to
I'm
sleep?
just singing the Snowman song.
Anyone have any final things? Like, obviously, we're gonna post this on YouTube. We're gonna do more podcasts. You know.
Do you guys want to see
from
this
us.
more, like the live?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
well, I've
guys
seen
enjoy
that.
the live? If anyone says no, they're banned. And next time we'll be on one of the other guys' channels as well. Yeah, we're just gonna work out.
You made her cry, cowboy. You made her cry.
What do you mean? Why? It made her cry.
Relentless.
Smokes and joy.
Yeah, I've got it again. Honestly, every time I'm there with the songs.
What is your favorite #1 movie of all time?
Ooh.
Smoke enjoyed the live too. Thank you, Smoke. Appreciate it. #1 movie of all time for me. I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't know. In comedies, it's Jay's gonna. I'm still in Jay's Talladega Nights. But in like epics and stuff, probably The Two Towers, Lord of the Rings.
I think per genre, like it has to. I have a like comedy. I love Ace Ventura movies,
Oh my god,
Yeah,
how good are they?
Yeah,
But-
a long list of
but in like a romantic, my
Chitty bang bang. We love you. Sorry.
oh my pretty chitty bang bang, pretty chitty bang bang.
It's
I
like,
love you.
He lands it. It's like a glove.
Yeah. Or when the Slinky's going, everybody loves a
Oh my
Slinky.
God, I lost
Go
my
Slinky!
shit.
Almost made it. Try it one more time. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we
Let's
can.
do all the things that
We
you
should
want to
this.
do. My favorite romance type of sappy movie by far, The Notebook.
Oh my god, I haven't seen it yet ever.
I
love
don't
The
care what anybody thinks about me. I like watching Friends with Benefits because Mia Kunis has got a banging ass.
Notebook.
Shit.
All shits and gigs aside, I think one of my all-time favourites to go to would have to be Snatch.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Such a good
Snatch
movie.
or Lock, Stock.
I haven't seen Snatch.
Good old British. Like, yeah.
Man, they're up there with the best.
Yeah.
Like that Guy Ritchie fucking way he films, man, is so fucking good.
There's just something about it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Have you seen his recent one, The Gentleman?
Nah, haven't still yet.
Oh,
And that's
watch
weird.
it.
For me.
I'm saying nothing else. I'm saying not just watch it.
I'll watch it and I'll come back to it because I'm going to watch it this week.
Snatch is amazing. Brad Pitt did the movie so good. Yeah, he did actually. He done really well. Cracking. He done a cracking pikey accent, that's for sure.
Fucking pikeys.
You realise she's Irish.
What about you,
And?
Jay?
Good job she's not a bloody pikey, innit?
Yeah. I worked
There's a difference between a pikey and an Irish person.
Yeah.
Not a difference.
Nah, Irish people aren't.
His accent was on point. Yeah, it was. It were cracking. He done really well. Relentless. Whoops, Doc.
Who should we?
I've watched the movie so many times. I work with some good Irish people too.
Who
God,
should we
it's-
raid? You reckon? You got anyone we want to raid?
Fucking
Not
hell.
bad. Who do we want to
My
rank?
favourite
Who's on?
movie still is, I reckon, up there is two. Either Shawshank Redemption
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
classic.
or still Pulp Fiction, man.
Pulp, yeah. You can't beat Pulp Fiction. Tango and Cash was a good one. You watched Tango and Cash?
I literally watched that only a couple few days ago.
No, it's such a
Yeah.
good film. That.
Stallone and fucking what's his name?
I've lost it. No.
Relentless things I'm trying to recover.
I put that song I was talking about in the Discord.
Oh, awesome.
Y'all can listen to it, whatever. I put it in general chat.
So have we got anyone in mind to raid?
Let me see.
Someone who's been in here probably. Tonight.
Juicy Steve's on. Katana's on.
Sam Woodall.
Mr. Light from the Discord's in.
Yeah, Mr. Light's on.
Kev, Juicy. You rated Juice the other day though.
Yeah, I rated him the other day. I mean,
What about
I've
Katana?
never rated. Yeah, we have Katana. That's what I would say. Let's
Let's
dump it
raid
on Katana.
Yep.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
drop
All right,
on
guys.
in then,
Well,
let's go.
appreciate you guys being here the whole time. People have come in. It's been awesome.
Yeah, thank you all so much for being a part of it.
Yeah,
Talking with us
I
tonight.
don't think we can thank you enough for our debut stream, debut live podcast.
Mhm.
This has been wicked, man.
It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been
Real.
it's been really good, man. It's been really good.
We want your guys' feedback, please, in the
Love you
Discord. If in the Discord, on the YouTube videos that we put out, give us your feedback and give us some ideas or something you want. Questions are always welcome, or we want to answer questions. We want to dialogue through them. We want to think through them. We want to plan, dream, and grow with you guys. So please, thank you all so much for being a part of it. Please continue to do what you guys do.
And if you ever want to chat, you know where we all are.
That's it.
More live. Hashtag Gamers Corner.
And we're going to Katana, so let's hit him with some love. Katana
Let's
is
do it.
awesome. All right, we're
Let's
going
do
in now.
big raid.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Hey guys. Clear run.
Whoa, whoa,
Drop
whoa.
his volume quick.
I'm still live for a little bit because I try and see if it takes a while to get people in. So
I can't hear him. I think is that mine. There we go. You said you are still live, Grill?